Hello, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Agatoki. Hi, Jackson. Hello, single player enthusiasts. Good to see you guys. Da, 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 da. Meow, my cat's here. Okay, how's everybody doing? Hello, happy Wednesday. The Yankees won today, so it's a good day. Also, I'd like to thank The Darkness and Distorted again for joining our channel membership last time. I just uploaded my new recap video, and usually I would thank whoever joined the channel membership or like any donations, but it was so long I forgot. And so I'm thanking you guys again now. But yeah, today is August 6th. Making a new page for my timestamps here. So this is the no skill tree playthrough. Okay, and we are at 6 minutes. I think I'm gonna run the montage. Nah, I'm not gonna run the montage. I'm not feeling it today. Because I just want to get started immediately. But thank you guys so much for being here. I'm doing alright, Jackson. Thank you. I'm feeling good. Like, physically, I'm feeling good. Mentally, Yankees have been on a losing streak. I've been wanting to stream more than I've been able to, so it's been kind of annoying. But it's temporary, so, you know, I shouldn't get that wrapped up. I shouldn't get so bent out of shape because it's temporary. But yeah, my parents are remodeling, and it's very annoying. It is awful. Hello, Distorted. Thank you for tuning in. And speaking of which, oh my goodness, I just saved a baby lizard. And if you remember, actually, last stream, I also mentioned, I went to the bathroom and I mentioned, hey, there was a baby lizard. I wish I could save it. But, you know, because its chances of survival are 0% at home with my cat. And that baby lizard, I did end up finding, like, the next day, and I took it outside, but not before my cat attacked it. So it lost its tail, but I was still able to take it outside. The fact that it lost its tail, it was already kind of, like, you know, frazzled. So it was easy to grab. But today I found another one. This one was intact. And so I just grabbed him and I took him outside just carefully in my hands. So I've saved 2 baby lizards. The first one probably didn't have much time left, but the second one was like in mint condition. Yeah, that's the second baby lizard. They're so small. I feel so bad for them because they just don't stand a chance with my cat around. So at least, you know, even if this first one just died outside, at least some other animal will eat it. But yeah, it's just because these construction workers are in and out. I guess there's just some lizards making their way inside, and yeah, they're hard to catch. They're really hard to catch. Like, most insects are pretty easy to save and take outside. Lizards are, like, impossible. And especially the... I don't even know what's worse. Is it the baby ones or the adult ones? Because the adult ones are faster, but the baby ones are just so skittish. Hey, that one guy, thank you for tuning in. In class? Ah, okay, hope that you're having a good class. Okay, let's get started. Anywho, so that's what's been up today. And the Yankees won, so naturally I'm in a better mood than usual. My gosh, the last week, ever since the game that I went to, since the trade deadline, we have been the worst team in baseball. But today we won a game, so that's something to celebrate. And if you were wondering what music we're listening to, that is Christmas Night Raid. I'm gonna stop the music. That's Christmas Night Raid from Yakuza 5. So if you like that song, Christmas Night Raid, you can just search it up on YouTube. I was listening to the extended version there. All right, so one thing I do got to set up. Let's go over here to our main monitor. So we're playing 1.1.0. Of course, we did have a patch a couple days ago. Here's the patch notes. Just bug fixes, nothing major at all. And we're not playing on the new patch. We're playing on the old patch. And I'm going to be creating some save files. So let's open up our save manager, which is this. So I have already here added as a new game, I have the 1.1.0 version, and I have no saves yet. But we're going to be creating a bunch of saves today. So that's the first thing I got to do is set up the organizer, because I'm going to set everything up for our second save slot. So first I'm just going to boot up the game and get that going, because currently there's only one save slot for this build that we have here. Oh yeah, and if you were wondering when I'm going to play Ghost of Tsushima again, hopefully tomorrow. I want to play this today, get this done, and then go back to Ghost of Tsushima so we can have a Tsushima Thursday. That sounds pretty good to me. Just make sure everything's good here. I do have, thanks to someone's tip the other day, I do have VSync enabled globally, or rather for Stellar Blade in the NVIDIA control panel, because when you activate frame generation, here I have frame gen on ×2, it locks you out of VSync, in-game at least, but you can still turn it on just through NVIDIA control panel, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, at any rate, yeah, so this is where we left off last time, and now we're going to make a new save. So, new game, and normal. Of course, now the beauty of this playthrough is we can skip cutscenes, so I'm very excited about that. Oh yeah, I guess we're still playing on Japanese. I could change it to something else. You know what? Let's do Chinese. I'm feeling Chinese today. But yeah, what have you guys been up to this week? Let me know. How am I enjoying Ghost of Tsushima? Well, I've only done the one stream, but I feel like I've already, just from the comments, who was it? Shinigami? They commented a bunch on my last VOD and they explained some things, which were very helpful. So, for example, like one of the skill tree upgrades, I was confused because it was like, oh, you can parry blue spark attacks. But I had never seen blue spark attacks, but they explained that once you research that, it'll make these the unblockables blue spark attacks and then you can parry them. So I was like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome, I want that. So I already know I'm going to research that next time I get any technique points. But yeah, I want to play more of it. Anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow. Continue Ghost, make some progress there, maybe play through the rest of Act 1, because I noticed that we're on Act 1, like it actually says it on the menu. And it's funny because I was planning on playing Jedi Survivor, but that is not happening anymore. Okay, so there's the autosave in the bottom left. Alright, that's all I needed. Okay. Now I can quit out. Alright, and now that that's created, under load game I have 2 slots. And so this first save slot is... Hold on. It is Stellar Blade save 00.save. And I'm going to be using Stellar Blade save 01. That would correspond to the second save slot. So I'm going to set that up real quick here in my save manager. Alright, 01. Update. Bam. And then just grab that. Second save slot. Boom. Do you wish to use the directory of the save file to store the profiles? No. I have a separate spot for that. I just have like a folder in my documents. For anyone just tuning in, I'm creating save files for anyone who wants a down patch to 1.1.0, which is what we're playing on. And so today I'm going to make like 20 save files, and then you can just, you know, import them using the save manager. So I have Stellar Saves, and then Stellar Saves 1.1.0, there we go. Okay, perfect. And that's it. That's all I need. Pretty easy. I should have actually done this over here where you guys could have seen. Here, let me... There we go. So, as you can see, I have... When you download Souls Speedruns Save Organizer, you would add in Stellar Blade as a new game, and which is what I did for the previous one. I have some save files here, whatever. But then here is Stellar Blade 1.1.0. I added it as a new game. That way they're just completely separate. And all you got to do is go to Edit Games. Up here on this little pencil icon, you can adjust the name of the save file here because this needs to be exactly what the save file is going to be. In this case, I want to overwrite and export, or in this case, importing. I want to import from the game, import into the save manager, the second save slot. So I have to name it Stellar Blade Save 01.save. Okay, and that's what I've done here. And so now we're good. You can see here the save location. I have this one checked. In here, by the way, so it's crazy because since these are two separate builds, I have the original game current patch. The save files for that are here. But then in just one folder up, here are the downpatched versions. So we're doing, again, Stellar Blade Save 01.save, and that's the one we're choosing. And then I created a separate folder to save in my documents to save the save files there. So now that we've done that, when I press import save state, it'll give me the save that is right here, this star descent drop point, 2 minutes 40 seconds. That's what this is, which of course I don't need that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete it. Or I don't even have to delete it, I could just replace save state as well, but I'm gonna delete it. Cool. Also, hold on, let me check. What are my hotkeys? I don't remember. F8. Load save state. Import save state F5. Okay, F5 is what I'm going to be pressing today. I'm going to press F5 a lot. Alright, now that we're done with that explanation, let me make another timestamp. Alright, saves, setup. Okay, so for anyone who just jumped here, I was just explaining the save manager, but now we're actually going to jump in and start our playthrough. And I think I've got most of the ones already planned that I want to create. Like, I'm pretty much going to have a save file before any main area. Oh yeah, we're playing on normal. And then for any boss, I'll create a save. And then for any kind of, like, skip that someone might want to practice, I'll create a save. Okay, we're back. That is amazing. So rarely do I have issues with AT&T, but there was an issue. We're back, though. Luckily, it just reconnected, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll just give it a second. Hey, Pieta, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, as I was saying, in case you missed it, I don't know when it started lagging there. But, I do have more or less all the save files that I want to create planned already. It's gonna be like 20 of them. Oh, hey Virgil, thank you for tuning in. Still lagging. On my end, it doesn't show any lag. You might just want to refresh. It's possible you're a little bit behind, because I don't show dropped frames anymore. I got like all the stats showing on OBS. If you refresh and it's still lagging, let me know, please. Okay, nice. So far, so good. And you might be wondering, why am I doing no skill tree? Very deliberately, actually. I'm not doing any skill tree today because I want whoever downloads my save pack, I want them to be able to select their exact skill tree that they want. And you could technically achieve that with just using SP initializers, but not exactly, because Blink is irreversible. So once you research Blink, you're stuck with it. Although to be fair, I haven't tested it on PC, but that's how it worked on console, so I'm assuming it's the same. I'm still getting that weird ghosting thing. I think that's just a 1.1.0 thing. Which is okay. Not a big deal. 1 and 2 and 3. Would you be willing to create a file with the lily bar completed, pretty please? Not today, but I mean maybe at some point. That is a good idea. We can do that. in case someone wanted to run like all bosses. Two more parries. Can't parry that. Oh, I accidentally... Oh, he's still alive, just barely somehow? Nice. I don't know how that's alive, but... I guess he had a tiny sliver that you can't even see. It's an invisible pixel. What I might do is I might just turn frame gen off. I think that's the only reason we're getting those weird ghosting things. And it's crazy because I don't have that issue on current patch. So I guess this initial build did have some kind of little performance things. DLSS and frame gen can and will create ghosting in certain scenarios. Yeah, I mean, evidently, it sucks. I mean, it's not so bad. I can just play it regular 60, I guess. Or I could just play it regular 120. Hi, Javer AA. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for hanging out. Here's our first save file we're going to make, by the way. This is the first one. I cannot forget to create any of these. So as soon as I get the autosave, we'll go ahead and create it. So, bam, there it is in the bottom left. Okay. And F5. Why is it not working? Hold on. My save manager isn't doing it. Import save state. Oh, okay, I just clicked on it and it worked. What's up with the hotkeys then? Import save state F5. Yeah, I pressed F5. Oh, thank you so much, Distorted. I appreciate that. Wow, Juan, you are so lucky. Also, thank you for tuning in, Juan. That is hilarious. Juan has been gifted a membership 3 times now. That's the 3rd time. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Distorted. Let me make a note of that. Distorted, 1 gifted. That's hilarious. Cool, so we're up to 39 members. I appreciate that. What the hell is going on, though? Because, like, my hotkeys, I do have it set to F5. I mean, I don't really mind. I can just come over here and click it, but... I guess by default, it's not... Oh, global hotkeys. There we go. Turn that on. That's a... Okay, now I know. There's a setting in the Save Souls Manager for global hotkeys, so now it should be good. Okay, at any rate, here's our first save. I'm going to rename it to... I'll just name it Silent Street. I'll just put E7 while it's happening again. Okay, we had another hiccup with AT&T. That's so strange. I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, every so often we would have it, like, it was very rare, but now it's like, it's happened twice in one stream. Okay. Hopefully it does not happen again. While we're at it. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, let me turn this off. It's kind of bothering me. Off. On. Okay. Yeah, if anybody, if you feel like you're behind on the stream, just refresh the page again. Sorry about that. That is out of my control, unfortunately. So row your boat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab both the body. I'm gonna set this up for the ambush skip, because I think that'd be useful. Oh, hang on, but I'm not going to have a skill tree, but it's okay because the person can just research it if they want to practice it. Yeah, this is good. I'm still going to get this. And I'm gonna make sure I only kill the enemies that I would normally kill. I don't want to do anything out of the ordinary, because if these are going to function as like speedrun practice saves, I need to do everything kind of normally how I would do it. But that can include safety strats though. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Is this gonna be a full playthrough? Oh yeah, absolutely. Now we have to get, of course, we gotta get this. We need perfect dodge. That's the only thing that's required, because otherwise we literally can't progress. As you can see, there's a wall here. But after perfect dodge, then everything is optional. And we've done this before, so I know this is a fact. I will create a save file before Abaddon, but I'm not going to research Blink just in case, because you could go through the whole game without it if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't recommend that, but you could. Alright, so should get an automatic save right here. It didn't give me one, so let's stand up. And then let's sit down again. Oh, no, there it is. There's the autosave, it's done. Okay, pull up my save manager again. Press F5. Why is it not working? Okay, there it is. It did work this time, but I had to have the window focused. This one I'm going to rename 807 First Camp before Ambush Skip. Oh, hold on. I don't like that. It's out of order now. How about I name it like this then? I'll just name it 2. Camp before Ambush Skip. And then I'll name this one, rename 1. That way they're in order. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we're not doing any skill tree today. And again, the reason why, for anyone just tuning in, is because I want anybody who downloads my save pack to have full control over their what's it called, upgrades. So we're just not going to use any of them, just to keep it very simple. Would I normally kill this guy? No. Not in this case if I'm doing the ambush skip and stuff. So I guess this is a little bit weird, huh? I guess this is a little bit weird. Damn it, hold on. Okay, no, I have a solution. No, I don't really have a solution. That's fine, let's just kill this guy. So my predicament is that, unfortunately, because I'm gonna do the ambush skip, I guess what I could just unlearn it. Is that better? Hold on, stop. I think that is better. No, let's do that. The problem is if I don't research, like if you're speedrunning on 1.1.0, you're probably gonna take advantage of the ambush skip. So I'll just research it, but then I'll unresearch it. Yeah. It's kind of just... Because the problem is if I don't do it this way, I would have to kill all the enemies in the ambush, and then I'd have way more experience than someone who skipped it. Which is kind of weird. But to be honest, let me just skip the Omnibolt too. Yeah, I guess you would just skip the Omnibolt. At least on normal difficulty. Nah, I'm gonna kill the enemies. Because I do like having the Omnibolt. Alright. Is that a reasonable compromise? I'm thinking ahead to like how useful can I make these save files for somebody? It's tough. Doing a drawing of the Expedition 33 and now you're here. Hello Catatonic Silent, thank you for tuning in. What's your drawing of? One. I mean, I know it's Expedition 33, but what exactly are you doing? Unless it's a spoiler. Okay, now let's leave. My cat's right behind me. I gotta be mindful of him. I don't want to roll my chair back and trample him. Poor guy. Luckily that's never happened, but still. Where is Scarlet? We're doing a normal playthrough today, so we're not playing with any mods. Today, Catatonic Silent. Alright. And here's one of the perks of 1.1.0. I can just walk over here using my super overpowered aerial blow. And just skip this whole ambush section. Okay, and then we jump up. I'm sprinting, jump across, do an air dash just for good measure. And we are through. So I'll take the normal route from here. I have to, because I have some muscle memory of like going different directions when we're doing hitless. Because if I'm doing hitless, I'm grabbing more upgrade stuff. But these are save files for someone playing on normal. So normally you wouldn't grab anything. Without spoiling anything, there's a certain collectible with voice lines. And was your favorite entry and you wanted to make a small skit comic of it? Ah, gotcha, okay. That's dope, hell yeah. Just checking on my cat. Okay. I'll grab some health upgrades too. Just like one health upgrade. That's it. And by that I mean 3. I'm gonna grab 3 body cores over the course of the run. So I'll start with this one because this is my classic marathon strats pickup. And then for the next camp, if you touch the skill upgrade menu, it will force you to get Blink, but we don't want that because I don't want to force anyone into getting that. Because the thing is, if you're speedrunning the game, right, you could just skip the camp. You could just, yes, the cutscene is mandatory, but then after the cutscene, you could just turn around if you wanted. So I will not get Blink here. And I'll just create a save pre-Abaddon. So it's going to be a lot of save files, but I think it's worth it. Alright, and actually, you could use a weapon core here. Which I'll do. I think it makes sense to just grab that. It takes a moment. And then I'll create my save. Okay. Go back over here to the save manager, F5, import that, rename it. So this is going to be number 3, Abaddon. Alright. And then we continue. And while I do want to unlearn aerial blow, maybe I'll just leave aerial blow on for the whole game. Because I'm going to need it for another skip too anyway. Oh, I forgot my whole strategy there. What's nice about doing a playthrough like this as well is that it will help me relearn all of the precise timings. Yo, what's up, Obama Orb? Thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you. Do it again. Just taking advantage there, even though this will mostly kill him. I want to get all the beta energy that I can. Wow, survived with a speck of health. Cool. Very cool, dude. Hello, Max Cannon Thunder. Thank you for tuning in. Expedition 33 now makes you want to relearn French for the soundtrack alone. You know what's crazy is that because of Expedition 33, I felt like watching Code Lyoko because it's a French cartoon. Even though they don't, it's not like they speak French in the cartoon. You know, I'm just watching like the American version, but yeah. Yeah, it's everything. Okie doke. Next. Touch this. I want to touch this one for sure. And we're just not going to use the skill tree for the rest of the game. So outside of learning Aerial Blow, we're not using the skill tree. We needed Aerial Blow just for some speedrun skips because these are speedrun saves that I'm making. But yeah, that's another save file, so I'm going to go ahead and import that one. Bam. Rename. This will be Parking Tower. And the reason I'm making a save file here is because this is a kind of useful save. Okay, I apologize. I have a suspicion that every time I'm pressing F5 for whatever reason, it's making OBS disconnect, and that's really weird. I have no idea why that would be the case. In fact, let's check this out. Is there a hotkey or something for OBS that would like make you, you know, blip your internet for some reason? I have no hotkeys enabled. It's too weird that it's happening when I Alt-tab out to go mess with my saves. That is just way too strange. So, okay, sorry about that, guys. Hello, Bubbles. Shout out to my beautiful fiance. Because of Expedition 33, you had a French baguette for a whole week. Hey, Ryan Hamstreet, thank you for tuning in. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason I created a save file here is because it's kind of a useful save file, because this parking tower is a little bit tricky, and you know, getting it perfect, it's good to practice over and over, so. And I am going to grab chain type. No, I'm not. Never mind. I changed my mind. I feel like that's pretty skippable. Oh, I don't have a backstab here. Oh, I don't have a backstab. That's okay. No backstab makes this a little bit awkward. I'll just use the barrels instead. Keep walking towards me, please. Aw, they survived. So yeah, if someone, like, let's say that you downloaded my save files, right? Basically, you would just have to research your skill tree before you do anything. And yeah, that might seem like, oh, this is an extra step, but I just think it's really good to hammer down, especially like if you're downloading save files, you might be new, and then you wouldn't have learned the skill tree 100% already, but just like relearning, like, okay, what do I want at this section and at this section and at this section? By having to research them real quick, it will reinforce what you want at certain parts in the game. So that's why I think it's useful. Yo, what's up, Dev? Thank you for tuning in. Now I am going to go around this way, grab the stuff that I would normally grab. And for anybody just tuning in, we're doing a playthrough on normal with no skill tree with the goal of making some save files. So every like 5 or 10 minutes, you're going to see me going out of my way to create a save file. One more. Okay, now let's get my second body core. I'm also going to package in one health upgrade for this playthrough. And I'll get it early, even though what I would normally do is I'd grab the first one that I got before Abaddon. I normally get that one. And then I normally get this one. And then after this, I wouldn't get the one until the end of Matrix 11. But for the purpose of these save files, I'm just going to grab it like in the tunnel before Gigas. He noticed me? Damn, that sucks. Oh wait, I don't have ambush anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And yeah, that means we're going to be playing with no blink the whole game, which is no big deal. Yo, Devin, did you see any of the Yankees game today? I watched the whole thing again, and I'm so happy that it wasn't a waste of time. Like yesterday's game. It was a good win. Bednar looked great, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, moving on. Typically wouldn't kill this enemy, so I'll leave him alive. I don't want to kill any extra enemies that I normally wouldn't, because I don't want to have too many skill points. Just because then... Oh, I really don't like having aerial blow researched. Just because then... it'll be more realistic to an actual playthrough. Ow. I got the one behind me, nice. 1 and 2. Ow. Didn't see the game today or yesterday? Look up the highlights quick, 1 sec. Oh yeah, I always like the condensed games are really good. Just on like MLB TV. I like watching the condensed games for other teams that I don't really care too much about. Just, you know, just to see what happens sometimes. Okay, let's enter this code and then I'll make another save file. 6B. Okay, moving on up. Here is where I would normally get beta chain, right? Yeah, I think so. But we're not doing all that. Make the save file. Grab the damage upgrade. And that's it. The reason I'm watching the cutscene, by the way, is so that I can have full health for the save file. Okay, but yeah, now I'm going to test something. I'm going to just manually click on import save state into my save manager, and we'll see if that disconnects my internet. So if you're watching right now, and if you notice that it lags for a minute, it happened again, but hey, just refresh the stream, we'll be right back. So there's my save. Done. I'll tab out. Import save state. Import successful. Okay. My internet is still here. It's still working. Alright. Maybe that was the issue. Be kind of weird, but... Number 5. This is... Monorail. I'll just name this one Monorail. Okay. Good. Click back into the game. Alright, nothing happened. We still have internet. Cool. You know what's nice too? Since Stellar Blade saves the settings separately, if you download my save files and just, you know, import them, it's not going to mess with any of your save or your graphic settings or your game settings or anything. That's all independent, which is very nice. Oh, two Rangers kind of like, what the hell? Yeah, you know what's funny is that the Yankees, we have been so bad, randomly, we just like reinvigorate other teams' chances. Same thing happened with the Red Sox when they swept us. We completely just revitalized their whole season. Because after that, they went on a tear. Same thing with the Marlins. We just revitalized them and brought them to 500. The Rangers, Jock Peterson has been horrific this season offensively. He's been really, really bad offensively. And he's a really good player. But he's just been having a bad season. And he had a great series against us. Would you believe it? So, it's crazy how that works. But otherwise, I'm really happy with how our pitching was today. It's really nice. And yesterday, to be honest. Besides Devin Williams, like, yesterday and today, our pitching was good. Will Warren especially did a great job. Super proud of him. Like, especially for a rookie, it's amazing. So there's little positives from watching the game still. I don't think it's worth creating a save here. Is it? Maybe it is. You know what? Fine. Let's be comprehensive. I want to make so many save files, dude. Okay, bam. Import save state. Rename. Number 6. Flooded. That way, if someone just wanted to practice this specific area, they don't gotta watch the monorail cutscene and all that. Very minor, but like, you know, you might want to. Just like practice running around this guy without him noticing you. Or even the next one, because the next guy shouldn't notice you either. Or even the clock tower section, because there's some skips there. Well, there's a cutscene skip. This is AAU Oboe. But I'm not going to make another save file for this camp. I'll just keep going. Like, the cutscene on the monorail is enough for me to be like, yeah, I'll make another save file. But, you know, just that little runaround, nah. Someone can just run that if they want to. Bliss should start a new poll. How many save files will I make? It's a great question. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll or a Tootsie Pop? Something like that. I never liked those, by the way. I never ever liked Tootsie Rolls. I was like always upset if I got them as a kid, like on Halloween. If I got Tootsie Rolls, I was like, this house sucks. It was so tilting. I didn't even know what it meant to be tilted. I didn't even know about poker at the time. But I was somehow tilted. So, pretty funny. I will make another save file right before Corruptor. Okay, let me know, did you guys have a candy that you hated as a kid, but now you like? Because it'd be kind of interesting to hear about that. Why did this dude go so far away? It ran so far away. For me, yeah, Tootsie Rolls, well, I still don't like Tootsie Rolls. But... well, I don't have a backstab. Ooh, I don't have a backstab. I just have to kill him manually. Because, yeah, there's no reason not to kill this guy. Okay, normally you would just backstab him. And, in fact, I'll just kill this guy normally right now as well. Because even if you do the stealthy strat, what you could do instead, by the way, for that guy if you didn't know, you can just run up the side here and then just sneak in until it gives you the prompt to hold down R2. And then you just hold it down, you can grab the code. And typically, as you pick up that document, the petrified enemy will wake up. But you can just run away, go down the stairs, go, you know, use the fusion cell. And on the way back up, you'll see it returning to its post. And that's when you can get a free backstab. And it's, you know, slightly faster than fighting it. But the reason I have to kill it here is because I don't have I can't backstab because we were not using our skill tree. And but I still want the experience from it, because in a normal speedrun, you would kill it, and thus, I'd kind of jeopardize the save files if I have less experience than you should. They wouldn't really be that accurate. So I'm trying to keep things accurate. But yeah, we're gonna go downstairs, get our free heal, and then as soon as we come out, I'll create that save file as a pre-corruptor save file. Now, what isn't too useful about this one, though, and which is why I'm probably going to go back to the previous camp, is that if someone wanted to practice Corruptor here, with this save, there's no outlet to do the skill tree. So I'm going to go backwards, because it's like 2 seconds. I'll just go back. That way someone can load in, use the skill tree menu, and set it up however they want for this stage in the game. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that'll be a little bit more helpful, so we'll do it. Dialogue time. My cat is still down there. I wish, come up here, buddy. What the hell is your problem? Get up here. Everyone wants to see you. Remember back in the day, like a year ago, he was always in this spot. He loved it. He loved the attention. But now he's like, can't be bothered to be on camera. My cat is so funny. I forgot to change the language to Chinese. I will. At this stage, we'll just keep it Japanese. $255 save files. I was thinking like 20, but honestly, it might be like 40 now. Now that I'm thinking of it. By the way, that cutscene, if you sprint into the cutscene, it'll maintain your sprint, so you don't gotta re-sprint on the way out. Lots of cutscenes like that in the game. Like a good... There's maybe like 5 to 10 instances where something like that happens. Whoa, that was really weird. For a moment, for just a blip, it said 120 FG in the top right, as if it was using frame gen, but I have that turned off. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's turned off. Don't know what that's about. Where was I going? Here. No, wait. Here. Okay, so I'll just activate the camp. That'll give me a save. Done. Okay, it's done auto-saving. Import this. And then rename it. Corruptor. Wait, is Corruptor with an E or O in this game? I forget. And this is save file number 7. Pretty sure it's spelled with an E in this game. Alright, perfect. Let's go fight the boss. And at least I saved someone the time of like going down into the Hall of Records, all that, you know. One and 2, 3. A little bit off there. One and 2, 3. Don't like that attack. Just gotta wait. I could have spent my beta energy there too, but... One, and 2, 3. This should mostly kill it. This is on normal, by the way. It does a lot of damage. Very nice. Cool. That's Corruptor. I'm just gonna grab the stuff, walk away. Grab the stuff, walk away. Should I grab the drone upgrade module? No. So superfluous. You don't need that. So I'm not gonna pick it up. But this stuff is good. In fact, I'll put on... Yeah, I'll put on the shield destruction gear. Because it's literally the best thing you could put on here, so when you get it, you may as well put it on. Because if I don't, yeah, I think it's better this way, because if I didn't put it on, I'd have to play through the entire game with like nothing on. Or like I'd have to remember to take stuff off whenever I create my autosaves. That's just way too much extra work. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, now for Construction Zone. Yeah, let's make a save for Construction Zone. That's good. Construction Zone is a very good spot to practice. So there's my autosave. In fact, let's sit down. What is a punishment, by the way, Dev? That sounds like it's an actual vocabulary word that means like, you know, a group of something. You know, kind of like how a group of owls is a parliament. Is a punishment on like a group of some kind of animal or something? Okay. Done. So there's my autosave. Import save. Rename. This is number 8. This is going to be Construction Zone. This makes me so happy. We're going to be so organized. And yeah, you do get an autosave when you walk into Construction Zone, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it doesn't give you one. Never mind. Yeah, it does not give you one. But I'm going to try to avoid autosaves away from camps because I want the skill tree to be available. You know what I should possibly do? Should I grab the can? No, because you normally wouldn't, because if... The reason why you might want a can is if you wanted to use grenades, because just getting this a single can will mean that you can get a free upgrade to hold 3 grenades. But for that room in particular, you'd have to kill 2 enemies, which I don't want to do that. And I don't want the experience from that either. That was kind of risky. So I just stick to the script. Oh my goodness, I did not stick to the script. And it's funny because like normally, because I'm used to not having dive kick researched. So I was just mashing triangle, but you can't do that. If you have dive kick researched, you need to deliberately wait for when it tells you to do the aerial blow. Or that, not the aerial blow, the assault kill. That's okay though. This is very fixable. I'll just go kill that enemy. Because like, I want the experience. There, now it's as if we killed it. Basically the same thing. Pretty sure there's no experience boost for assault killing an enemy. Then we would touch this normally. Okay. And from here, I'll do my damage upgrade. And that's all it will do. So. And actually, I'm not going to even make a save file for this because this is like too short of a section. Now I will go down here and grab the Omnibolt. Two Omnibolts, wow. Very nice luck there. That was not a great rush. I would normally backstab this guy, but I can't. Okay, good to go. Right here is the Protection Exospine, which I'm not going to grab because I don't know why you would. It's not going to make you run any faster. Maybe you'd want it as insurance on hard difficulty, but if you're doing that, I mean, I feel like that's not enough of a bandage to get you through the run. And if you're doing it on New Game Plus, you already have it anyway. Because yeah, these save files are for New Game speedruns specifically, just for New Game. Obviously, I mean, because we're playing on New Game and we don't have double jump. Alright, so we'll wrap up the last ID card and then we can move on to the tunnels. I'll probably make a save file at the tunnels. Or nah, I'll do it before the skip. Because it's a useful skip to practice. Someone might want to practice it. Not to mention, like, Construction Zone is so short anyway. Like, if you wanted to practice the very beginning of the the tunnels, it takes like, 2 minutes to get through. So it's kind of whatever. Got some energy from that guy, thank you very much. And here we will Death Abuse. Since we already touched the camp, it's safe. Grab everything. Okay, now we're good to revive. And I already did this. Oh, Omnibolts. I'm not gonna get that because you might not have that at this stage in the game. I mean, I do, but like you could have gotten unlucky and not have it yet. Not to mention, you don't really need it for Gigas. Okay. If I did research the second Omnibolt slot, or gear slot, I would just put on the combo gear, which is like kind of minimal. It helps more on hard difficulty, but like on normal, the boss fight isn't too long anyway, so it's kind of... doesn't feel that necessary. Oh, here I will grab the health upgrade. I think it is good to get the health upgrade. I'd rather get it, for anyone learning, I'd rather get it earlier than later. Because yeah, when I typically would get it before, like at the very end of Matrix, that's just kind of far away. So this is good. Okay, I'm not going to backstab anybody, because I can't, but I don't want the extra experience. That was nice, we got a little boost there, thanks to that dodge. I'm not even going to kill this guy, actually. He can live. You can stay there. Yep, hit me, no big deal. This is not hitless, so we don't gotta kill that guy. Here's a free assault kill, but I normally wouldn't do it, so I'm not gonna do it. Coming through. Now, this enemy over here is required. You gotta kill him. And this isn't exactly required, but I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, so there's our Floodgate key. Now, and we're at 7 SP, that's beautiful. I'm gonna jump off, just to de-aggro the enemies. Wake up. Press the button. And with that out of the way, touch the camp, make the save file, and I'll call this like Floodgate key skip practice or something. And we can even sit down. Again, just be very mindful not to accidentally use the skill tree. I don't think it'll force me to research Blink, but I don't want to find out right now. It shouldn't though. But still, just in case. So there's our save. Come over here, import save state, rename. This is going to be save state number 9. Floodgate key skip. There we go. Cool. Now we can just do the skip. Oh, whoops, I just fell. I just fell. Especially learning this for the first time, this will be a very useful save to have. Oh gosh, I've forgotten how to do it. My usual visual cue is just wait till I jump past the blanket that's hanging from the ceiling there, and that's when I do my air dash. So you see this big blanket? I jump through that, and then as soon as you lose sight of Eve, that's when I press circle. And it should put you right there, then just drop down. And then from here, all you do is a sprint left, and then do your aerial blow in the air. So, something like this. There we go. And that's Floodgate key skip. So it's definitely worth practicing. I'm gonna grab this. And then, yes, I will create another save file just for Gigas. And you know what's so beautiful about this too? I'm so happy I'm doing this because one of the flaws with the boss challenge mode is that you cannot set your damage level. You're very limited on that. The only way you could adjust your damage is if you had a save file already set up and then went in, loaded into it, go back to boss challenge, press load from last save file, because then that would give you the correct amount of damage. But that's very hard to set up. So what's nice about this is that you could just jump into my save files and practice Gigas with the correct amount of weapon cores. So it's like actually helpful practice. And then in fact, even if you're doing this on hard, you can just adjust the difficulty to hard mode. So I could still practice the bosses. So this is actually kind of even useful for new game hard runs. The only difference is it's not really the same because, but you can make it mostly the same. The reason it's not the same is because if you're speedrunning new game hard, you would research the Eagle Eye Exospine immediately, like as soon as you can. But the only bosses that would affect really are Maelstrom, so you could still even use these save files for new game hard runs. That's pretty nice. Didn't think about that. It's gonna be Gigas. There we go. Okay, number 10. Oh, I guess I gotta rename these with zeros, huh? So this is gonna be 0, 10. And then I gotta make all these 0, like I gotta do 0, 1. Okay, didn't think about that. Because then the order is messed up. 0, 1, let me fix this real quick. 0, 2. Abaddon, 0, 3. Thank you guys again for hanging out, I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good week. I hope to be back tomorrow. It might be another kind of weird start time because I can only really start until... I can't start the stream until the construction workers have left. I mean, I can, it just wouldn't be a good viewing experience, that's why I don't. I just care too much about, you know, the audio experience. I think it's just so annoying having, like, hearing any noise in the background. Okay, so now we're good. How do I get... I want the 2 to be above 10. Do I do 0, 0, 2? Ah, that's what I gotta do. Alright, I'm learning. I'm learning. I need to put 3 digits. Let me show you what I'm doing, just so, because you might think like, what the hell is this guy talking about? What I'm doing here is I'm naming these because I want them in order, but I need to have 3 digits, otherwise it doesn't work. So I gotta make this 004, and then I gotta make this one 005. But now that I realized, and I just realized because I got to 10. And when I got to 10, 10 jumped up to the top of the list above 2, which is not very useful. There we go. Now we have a nice list. This is awesome. Okay. And we have not disconnected. Hell yeah. AT&T is working. Now you could... I got lucky with my Omnibolt drops, so I could research it here, but I'm not going to. Get the extra gear slot. I'd rather do that in Zion. Because if you got unlucky, you could just do everything in Zion by getting some of the extra Omnibolt drops. Like the one outside the Presence Chamber, the one next to the Tetrapod. So I'll just hold off on that. All that really matters is that I have the damage upgrades. And yeah, that blink, there is a follow-up hit if you don't do the blink, which, you know, normally you would always do the blink, so it's pretty cool that there are even unique attacks like that. Donkey kick. Oh, he's doing this. There's phase 2. Don't do all that. This will mostly kill him. Like 10%, 15% left. Okay, like 15%. You wanna come up now? My cat's leaving. I think he's tired. This is, you know, this is great timing, buddy. Because there's cutscenes coming up, so I'll let you out in a sec. Yeah, he wants out. He probably has to use the bathroom. Now, is it useful to have a save file at the beginning of Zion? No, I would say definitely not. I don't think it's useful at all. I really don't think it's useful in the slightest. I'm gonna let my cat out. I hope you guys are staying hydrated. I'm gonna get some water too, while we do all this lowly dialogue, so I'll be right back. Thanks again for hanging out.
まあいろいろと複雑でな。ともかくお前一人の力じゃこの先任務を達成するのは難しいだろう。
Adam, what are you talking about?
提案だが俺と取引をしないか。互いの目的のためどうだ。
Cooperate? No. I love telling Adam, no, I'm not gonna cooperate with you. And then Lily just talks you into it anyway. You know what? I'm gonna create a save file after Kaya. Yeah. In case someone wanted to practice the target practice. Seems good. I'm kind of curious. We can do multiple save states just in case I don't want to miss it. But I think after teleporting to the phone at the tetrapod, it should give you a save state there as well. But just in case, I'll set one up before I teleport there. Hey. So yeah, I do get an autosave right there, but I'm not worried about that one. I am gonna grab the Omnibolt chest, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Omnibolt chest outside the presence chamber. If I'm doing that, should I just grab the chest with all of the nano elements across the city square? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what's weird? You can grab this poster, but then once you go into this cutscene here, if you turn around to grab it, you can't anymore. Isn't that weird? Unless maybe it was a bug and it's got fixed, but I will point it out again on the run back once we go back to Kaya. After all these cutscenes. I don't know when I noticed that, but I did, and I was like, oh. Huh. I'm really excited to get this done, because once I create my save files and I upload them, I'll probably do like a, I don't know, like I'll do like a Google Drive folder, and I'll put them as like the pinned comment on my tutorial for downpatching the game. Because the only reason I have not uploaded that tutorial video is because I want to create these save files. So I'll just do that tomorrow, once we finish this. Tomorrow's an off day, by the way. There's no Yankees game. So it's the perfect day to stream Ghost of Tsushima. Because I can stream the entire, once it's quiet, I can stream without thinking about like, oh, I'm missing a game. You guys are so slow. I'm in heels and I'm outpacing you guys by so much. Alright. I've probably said this before, but these doors remind me of the doors from Jak and Daxter, like Jak 2. Which were just clever loading screens. Are any of you guys into building keyboards, by the way? I would love to change the keycaps, not the keycaps, the key switches on my 8BitDo keyboard, because they're so, like, just clicky. I would much prefer some quieter, because I use this keyboard. This is the keyboard that I use when I stream, right? I use 8BitDo keyboard. And the keys that they put in there are like these Kale, I think they're called Kale Box White switches, but they're kind of like MX Blues. which are my least favorite Switch. I prefer anything else. I would love a linear Switch or a tactile Switch. Anything that does not have a click to it. Just because I'm always thinking about like, oh my gosh, am I typing too loudly? Because, you know, some of it will come through the mic, of course. So anything I can do to mitigate that is amazing, which is why I love my Leopold keyboard I have has silenced switches. They're called, you can call them like Cherry MX Pinks, but they're just red switches that have like dampeners from the factory, so they're really nice. They feel so smooth and they're so quiet. That's what I used to use, but then I switched to this one because... Well, actually, the reason I switched to this keyboard was because when I had my iMac set up on my desk, I could switch between the dongle and Bluetooth to use both computers easily. But now, I don't even use my iMac here, so it's not even so much of a big deal. I could actually switch off of this. Oh, maybe I should. Then I don't gotta worry about charging it again. Not that I gotta charge it very often, but still, it's like I feel like every 2 weeks I gotta charge this keyboard. But yeah, I was talking about it the other, maybe like last week, how I have like a bed set up. So I have my iMac next to my bed. And I just have like a tiny little portable monitor. It costs like $80. And I just use my keyboard, my wireless keyboard, I just move it over there. And I just have a trackpad and I can edit or do whatever in bed. Like I can do my timestamps in bed. It's really nice. It's pretty cool too because my TV does support AirPlay. So sometimes if there's some baseball game that is not available on MLB TV, even though I have MLB TV, like a season pass or whatever, there's some games that are blocked out. Like in fact, Marlins games I can't watch here. I don't have TV, so I have to restream them, which sucks because the quality is not as good and all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But at least with my setup, I can easily AirPlay it to my TV instead of having to like, you know, plug in an HDMI cable into my computer, which I don't really like doing. I don't mind doing it, but I prefer not to. It's like, you know, a whole extra thing. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to normal difficulty. I'm not gonna grab the extra chest across the square. We're just gonna stick to normal stuff. So, what I would normally do on normal difficulty is... I was wrong. I guess you can grab this. That's weird. I swear, it happened to me once where I picked this up and then I tried picking it up a different time and it did not work. So, I'm not sure. This was a long time ago. Maybe it really was a bug. I could have sworn that poster was only available to pick up before that cutscene, the first time you walk into Zion. Whatever. So Kaya, this is like required. We need the double edge gear. But that's all that's required. Alright, nice. Talk to her again. Then, double edge gear, buy that. I have no SP initializers. I should probably buy a few. I'll just buy a few. It's nice to have. Oh, you know what I should have bought there actually as well? This is the perfect time to buy like 2 WB pumps. Oh my gosh, I did not want to ask about that. Alright. Let's redo this. I'm way too obsessive, but the fact that I asked her about the quest, I don't like that. Because now there's going to be an extra thing in someone's objectives. And I want to create the perfect save file pack. So reload. Luckily it gives me an autosave right there. So shop. Already bought it? Okay.
行かないと。あ、また。あ、
Okay. So did this work like I wanted it to? Let me see. Yeah. Oh no, it is there. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I guess the autosave was right there on that quest pickup. Ah, well, it changes essentially nothing. So I'm gonna go backwards, go touch the phone, because that's how I would do it. And then I'll make a save state. Alright, here we go. Okay, save file should be good. I'm gonna get off the phone too. Cool. So import my save state. And I'm gonna rename this one. This is our 11th save state. Target practice. Zion target practice. Cool. And I will overwrite it if it does create a save state right here. I don't know if it does. Yo, what's up, Requiem Lich? Thank you for tuning in, man. Happy Wednesday. So far, I don't think we got an autosave. Yep. I don't think we got one, so I'll just leave it like this. Definitely worth practicing this a bit. How's the back? My back is great. Thank you for asking. I've been doing well for over a week now. Unfortunately, I have not been streaming as much as I would love to because of just like external things. I can't. There's a lot of construction happening here and it's just really obnoxious. So yeah, it's been kind of a downer. So that's why today's stream is kind of late. Now, I'm going to grab my usual gun upgrades, which is this, and this. And that's it. And then, you know what? Let's come over here, grab the Omnibolts. Wow, we got 2? That's really lucky. Hang on a sec, how do you get back normally? Oh, there's a ladder here? Huh. I don't know that I've ever taken this ladder. I'm pretty sure I always just purposely jump off. Okay, we got that. Good. So yeah, I'll use my weapon core. Omnibolt 1 and 2. It's quite nice. And that's everything there. Then I'll get some ammo. Maybe I should get some WB pumps. Yeah, let's buy. Yeah. If I'm gonna buy them, I'd rather buy them from Kaya. I should have bought them from Kaya. I guess I still can. It's crazy how much I'm overthinking this because if I buy them from this one, this particular vending machine, they are limited, obviously. You can't buy more than 3 ever from this vending machine. For some reason, I don't know why, but that's what they did. So I'll just run back to Kaya. Because I don't want to pigeonhole someone into not being able to buy from that vending machine if they want to. So, yeah. Kind of going above and beyond here. Don't gotta do all this, but I think it's worth it. Do I know when they'll be done with their project? I wish. No, it's gonna be... To be honest, it could be months. It could be months. It's kind of depressing when I say that it could be months of just like being in an unstable situation, but at the same time, you know, it's not like the actual end of the world. Like, okay, so my streaming is suffering as a result, but like at the same time, I'm really fortunate to be able to stream it all. So, I mean, the reason it's really stressful is obviously because I don't have a job right now. So that's why I want to be streaming as much as I can. But yeah, it's out of my control. So I'm just trying just to make the most of the situation. Hi, Blankets. Thank you for tuning in. Is it possible to sit on any bench in Zion besides the ones in camps? I think there are a couple benches. I think there's at least one in Zion you can sit on. That's a good question. I don't usually have to sit at benches. The only reason you would sit at a bench is to heal a little bit of health. I know there's like one at the very beginning of 807. So actually I'm probably wrong on that. Because in Zion, it's safe. There's no enemies. So there's no benefit of sitting down. But there are some locations like in the bar. You can sit there, of course. You know, in front of Enya, there's a chair you can sit at. So maybe there are, but I don't know. Good question. I'm honestly not sure. Alright, it's time for the wasteland. Okay. So we've done everything. Now we go to the wasteland. Alright. This is probably worth a save file. Or I could just do it right after. No, I'll do it here. I'll do it here. Import save state. Rename. It's gonna be 012 Wasteland. Okay. By the way, I am actually going to redo. I'm going to redo that save state. The one before the target practice, I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to buy the thingamabobbers. I'm going to buy the WB pumps, rather. But I'll do it later. As to not disrupt the flow of this playthrough. And it'll take like a moment to do. All I gotta do is reload that save state at the phone booth before doing the target practice with Lily. Go back to Kaya, buy the 2 pumps, and then we're good. I'm gonna make sure I don't pick up anything that I normally wouldn't. Don't kill any enemies that are extra. That way I can have a nice normal number of experience. Currently have 10 SP. We're not using any experience this playthrough, by the way. The only thing that I researched was Aerial Bloom. And in fact, we don't even need it anymore. Because we used it for 2 speedrun skips. And that's pretty much it. Because these are speedrun saves we're creating. I think I'm gonna have a... This should be pretty useful. I think this will help a lot of people. Or I mean some people. It's not like a popular speedrun game, but maybe this will help someone get into it because it's one less barrier of entry, you know? I will of course grab the Eagle Eye Exospine because that's like requirement for going fast. But I'm not going to kill the enemies because I normally wouldn't. You could though, it doesn't take too long to kill them. Especially now that you've got a shotgun. Excuse me. My cat is not here anymore, by the way. I did let him out earlier, so now he's... Because he was on the floor behind me for like the first... For like half an hour, he was just there. Enjoying the floor. He's probably also enjoying my fan, or he was. Because I have my fan blasting. Whenever I stream, I like to blast my ceiling fan. Just to help out my computer a little bit with, you know, ambient temperature. Because it does get hot in here. I'm sure it's very relatable. If you've got a bedroom with not great ventilation and you have a gaming PC, it does in fact get hot. Plus I've got, you know, 2 monitors on, I got my lights, all this stuff. Double-edged gear. And what else? What else would I put on? I guess just the combo gear, huh? I'm gonna leave that one empty. That one's extra anyway. You don't even need that third one. You know what's cool? I can get an autosave here for free. So in case someone did want to practice Quiel, you can. Because if you did not know, even though I have not activated the solar tower, just touching the camp will give you an autosave. Whoa, I'm getting like black frame insertion for some reason. What the hell's going on there? What is going on? I don't know if it shows up on stream, but the screen is going black for like a millisecond. It's like flickering. That is so strange. It wasn't happening in 807, but now it's happening in the Wasteland. Might just want to reboot the game. Okay, let's touch it again. There we go. So there's my autosave that I want. Perfect. It's done autosaving. Okay, import save state. And then rename it. This is our 13th one. Quiel. And I'll put Abyss. I'm not going to make a separate save file for Abyss. I think it's no need to do that. Because Abyss is such a short section. Quiel, by the way, we can just shoot down. Oh my gosh, nice sidestep. She actually strafed one of my shots. Hey, that one guy, welcome back. Class is over. Hope the stream is going well. Thank you. I hope that you learned something. Or at least didn't feel like your time was wasted. What class, by the way? Like, what subject? Out of curiosity. I remember it was such a popular question. Like, you know how when you were in college and then sometimes on the first day of class, they'd have these, hey guys, let's introduce ourselves. So then you'd go around the class and like, you have to say something about yourself. I remember, like sometimes you'd get like just a template. It's like, okay, what's your favorite subject? I don't understand that question because like I didn't have any favorite subjects in school. There was like not a class that I was looking forward to because of the subject. That was never a case. Hello, Brandon Solemn Stars. Thank you for tuning in. Events class. Okay. That sounds kind of interesting. But if I like the teacher, regardless of the subject, I would look forward to that class. It was just all about the teacher for me. Okay, once that panel falls, we can jump on. unfortunate. That time was a lot cleaner. Yeah, a passionate teacher can make a class interesting. Exactly. No, I mean, teachers' impact cannot be understated. They are so underpaid and so important to just society. It's insane. Not to mention, like, a kid who wouldn't even know that they're interested in something, they could suddenly get, like, that spark of passion because of, like, a really good teacher. And then that leads to their career, who knows, you know? So I do sympathize with teachers who, you know, for whatever reason, for one reason or another, aren't enthusiastic about their job. It could be as simple as just, like, it's a huge financial struggle being a teacher. I mean, it is a struggle for how much work they do, for how much overtime and stuff teachers put into, you know, their job. They get paid really little. Where am I even going to make a save file here? Is there anything useful? Like the PlayStation room, maybe? I mean... yeah. Maybe this is a decent save file to create. Let's make a save file here, because like this could be randomly useful for somebody to practice the jumps. I'll do that. Import save state. So let's go for 014. PlayStation room. Alright, I'm just renaming everything to be perfect. Maintain the format. Okay, so that's our 14th save file I created. What angers you is in your county superintendent makes more than the president's salary? Wow. Hi, MS. Thank you for tuning in. How many hours do I have on this game? I have... last I checked, it was like 750 or something. We're probably at about 800. I think we're at low 800s right now. Pretty sure. At least on PC, I have 80 hours. So... yeah, so if actually, I believe we were at exactly 750 once we dropped console. And so 750 plus 80, we're at about 830 hours. Alright, kill those dudes. Then... run around this way. I'll do our cool little jump over here. Grab the drone upgrade module. Bam. Skip another cutscene. And the school superintendent wants a 4-person team of security guards, making over 100,000. Disgusting, honestly. Damn. Time well spent? Yeah, indeed. Hi, 2514. Have I played Nier Automata? Absolutely. We did a whole playthrough of it on stream, actually. My thoughts on it? I mean, they're not fresh. I do... so, I'm assuming you're new here. Last year, after Stellar Blade came out, I did a playthrough of every single game that inspired it. So I did a playthrough of God of War, Ragnarok, Nier Automata, Sekiro, Bayonetta, and Jedi Fallen Order. And I talk about my thoughts on all those games in just like one particular stream. I just recap everything. And it's somewhere in the title of the stream. It was around like if you're genuinely curious, it was around the end of March or like early April. So it's in my stream archives in there somewhere. But I mean, generally my thoughts are positive. I did like that game. Oh yeah, back then I had a lot more to say about similarities. Because, you know, Stellar Blade was so fresh and we were noting the similarities between all the games, like, as they were happening. So it was great. I mean, especially, at least with Nier Automata, like, the intro, very similar. Did we finish Expedition 33? Yes. My fiance did finish it. I watched her play through the whole story. She's still doing side content, which I'm not watching. So when I do the side content on stream, that'll actually be 100% blind. But I am planning to do a playthrough of Expedition 33 on stream. And it should be a good time. It should be really fun. One, two, three, four, then the one on the wall. I'm back here, shoot this guy. Go back to the wall. Look ahead. Turn around again. I'll have to shoot these guys once and then walk towards them just for the ammo. Oh, why did I walk into the laser? That's a little bit silly. Yeah, Expedition 33 was a really good game. Excellent soundtrack. You know what? Stop. This is a decent save. This is a very decent save because there are some skips here in this area, like above. So I'm going to import this one. Rename it. This will be our 15th save. 015. Contaminated. What is this place called? I forget. Contaminated lobby or something? I'll figure out the name of it later. Because I don't remember what it's called. But you know, practicing this is not bad. Hi Luis, thank you for tuning in. Shoot those guys once. Alright. All good. By the way, I did pick up the ammo from the bodies around here, but that's just because I'm used to... If you're running on New Game Hard, you could run out of ammo. And so that's why just as a habit, I pick it up. But here, like especially when you're speedrunning on normal, you don't really got to worry about that too much. Whoa, what the hell? I'm not going to grab anything there. Gonna go to sleep now. Gonna watch the VOD when it comes out. Good luck on your run. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you get some good rest, man. Alright, here's another drone upgrade module. Alright, so this one's Son. Or at least that's how I remember it.
よし
Why is this barrel not exploding? I'm shooting it directly. Okay, that was weird. It's almost like that one had a health bar or something. But I'm pretty sure that they don't have health bars. They should explode on one shot. I must have just been off by a little bit. Maelstrom can get a save, I guess. It's good to practice Maelstrom sometimes.
ここにもキャンプがあるとはな。ひとまず休憩しよう。
Like number 1, I could get explosive shells immediately. I could do that. But you generally wouldn't, and you don't, I mean, you definitely don't need it for Maelstrom. So what I'll do is I'll just rest. Get this autosave. Then my next save file I'll make right before Matrix, or once we land in Matrix. Make sure that I got this ammo. Okay. Alright, there's my autosave. Done. Import save. This is number 16. 016, Maelstrom 1. Alright, now the Maelstrom fight should go very smoothly. You only have to shoot its weak points once, and then it'll just roll over and die to 4 shotgun shells. So 1. Ow. So immediately switch to the shotgun, and then I'm going to dash forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took an extra couple shots, but that's okay. That's probably because... I have everything on. Probably because the closer you are, the distance does matter with the shotgun. To do the most damage possible, you want to be pretty close. And so that's why you want to, like, ideally, you have just enough time for 4.5 shots. So that extra half shot of time, you can spend getting closer. And then as you're aiming the first shot, you can still walk forward. So in this game, when you're holding down L2, you can keep walking forward, and you want to be as close as possible to Maelstrom, because it should die in 4 shots with the shotgun. It should, even Maelstrom 2 actually. Or maybe because I wasn't so trigger happy with the slug ammo. But you know, the slug, when you're shooting the weak points initially, it does deal a little bit of extra damage, so that could have made the difference why I took an extra shot. I am gonna reboot the game here. I keep getting these, like this flickering effect. Hold on, I'm actually curious. How many hours do I have on this monitor? I have 7,779 hours on this monitor, which I bought used. I probably had, I don't know how many, maybe like 5,000 when I got it. Roughly. It's not even that old. This one has many more, I think. Let me check this one. Because it's the exact same monitor. This one's 10,188. That's a lot of hours. A lot of hours. I don't know. How many hours do you guys usually get out of your monitors? Let me know. Back to Zion. If I am going to do Eidos 9, maybe I won't do it today, but I'll make a branching point where I could go back easily, reload a save, and do the 2 quests just to unlock Eidos 9. Alright, just a few more cutscenes and then the game is pretty much unlocked. Once we get to Matrix, there's much less slowdown, because the cutscenes, well, there's the cutscene at the end of Matrix, but after that it's a lot less, until the end of the game. Spire especially. Spire is like a continuous shot, there's no waiting besides, like, Everglow, I guess. The elevator shaft, but that's all good because you're listening to Everglow. Hello, Oracle. I'm back.
ハイパードライブへ行くぞ。
And yeah, of course, if I wanted to, like I could have, I'm doing a save, again, for anyone just tuning in, we're doing a playthrough with no skill tree. That way, anyone who loads up my save files can decide their skill tree at that, you know, at whatever given time they load into. But I could have also done this differently with like my recommended, like how I would normally research stuff. But I'd rather give players the freedom. Because what I want to encourage like more kind of free thought and like get creative and stuff with the skill tree. Oh, I forgot. The screen is still flickering. I'm gonna quit out of the game and just reboot it. As soon as we get our double jump, I'll do that. Alright, blah blah blah. Indeed. Yo, what's up, Victor? Thank you so much for the 6 months. I appreciate it. I'm doing well. How are you? Have you been playing Wuchang? Are you enjoying it? I know we've got a few people who I think have beaten it already. Okay, back to the safe house. One more cutscene. Hi, Lily. But dude, 6 months? That means you just got your Taki emblem. That's badass. It's really cool, dude. It looks awesome. That's one of my favorite ones. Still playing Wuchang, really fun. Nice. It has support for ultra wide monitor. That's cool, if so. Or do you have to play it in like a normal, you know, aspect ratio? Because I figure not every single game supports, you know, super ultra wide. But I'd figure any modern game probably would, right? Alright, double jump. We did it. Okay, now, repair console, get my weapon upgrade. And get my explosive shells. Okay. And then I'll buy ammo. Alright. And then first of all, I'm gonna quit out real quick. Because the game's stuttering on me, I don't know why. It's not stuttering, I'm getting like flickering. Just gonna reboot it real quick. Possibly just one of those things that they patched and made more stable on newer versions. As far as you know, you didn't see an option for ultra-wide monitor support for the Steam version. Oh, playing at 16:9? Okay. Oh, that's kind of surprising. Maybe someone would patch it in then. I mean, I don't know how easy that is to do, but that seems like something that modders could definitely do. Because, like, at least on, like, emulation, like, some PlayStation 2 games, some PS2 games have widescreen hacks, which is cool. That, you know, people are even able to do that.
じゃあ出発するか。マトリックス11は施設内はかなり広いから準備はしっかりしていけ。
I'm ready, Adam. Let's go.
いつでも出発できる。よし。
Will I be playing Wuchang one day? Yeah, probably.
あ、期待し。よし。
I'll just wait until sometimes I end up randomly with codes for 1 month Game Pass. And it's on Game Pass for PC. So whenever one of those codes falls into my hands again in the future, I'll just like redeem it for a month and then I'll do a playthrough in that month. Okay, now does it give me an autosave right off the rip? It does. That's perfect. I'll take that autosave. You know what? Nah, I should do it here. I'm gonna do it here. That way someone can do their skill tree easier, a little bit faster. Okay, so I'll let it finish saving. Good. Now, import save state. This is gonna be our 17th save file that we're creating. 017. Matrix 11. Oh, hold on. Whoa, what's going on? Game is half frozen. My computer's not frozen, thankfully. This has happened to us before, though. And what's crazy is that I'm not even running the game at, like, in full screen. Which is where you would sometimes see behavior like this. I'm playing it in borderless windowed. Okay, now we're back. There we go. Okay, so no harm, no foul. I just had to alt-tab out a few times. So yeah, I created my save file for Matrix. We can go in. Yeah, I still have Neo 1 and 2 as well. The backlog is infinite. Okay, for Matrix, what saves do I want to create here? Just the ones before the bosses, the one before the Matrix, the big skip. And anything else? I think that's it. You can actually skip this cutscene too by jumping over it. You just jump over on the right. Like there's that little lamp. You see that light fixture right there? You can jump over that. Haven't done that skip once yet though, so I have not learned it myself. But it would save like 2 seconds probably. Maybe a little bit more. Coming through. Adam is such a baby. That was gross. Please, I'm sure you've seen all sorts of gross things, Mr. Adam. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's kind of scary using Rush behind the train, because if you touch the back of it, it'll kill you when it's still going down, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But since we don't have a skill tree today, I don't have any extended Rush, so I don't have that same reach that I'm used to having. I can do an assault kill here, though. Alright, I'm gonna play this as I normally would. So let me have my shotgun. I do have my shotgun. Cool. Kill this guy. The other guy explodes into me. Then kill the dude. Then one more. And this guy. Cool. That was clean. AR-6006, right.
コンテナを開けてみる
But yeah, Mark was telling me about how in Wuchang, if you get knocked down, it's like really hard to get back up. So you can get stun locked in a way or something with the boss combos. I've only seen like a few minutes of gameplay and it wasn't a boss fight, so I don't know how the bosses exactly work. But I do know that there's not like a good parry or anything, so it's not like a Sekiro type game. It's just like a normal Souls-like type game. Because trust me, if it was a parry style game, I would have played it day one. I would have been on that.
始末するイブマップの再構成が終わりましたちょうどよかった目の前が行き止まりでコアの信号は上の方から来てるみたいです
Should I make a save file for this?
上に向かう
I don't think so.
待て本気で行く気か
Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Like, this isn't that far from the last, like, from the entrance of Matrix.
一歩踏み外したら終わりだぞ
平気
嫌な予感がするな
It takes forever to get up sometimes in Wuchang, and you're like spamming the circle button on your controller, knowing damn well she's not gonna get up any faster. Yeah, it do be like that. It's so fun. I do the same thing in some games. Like when I'm playing Tekken and if I'm gonna tech roll, if I know I'm gonna tech roll anyway, I'm just mashing it. I'm ready to go, you know? Maybe that's a bad habit. I don't know. I guess the only downside of doing something like that is I'm wearing my buttons, I suppose, a little bit. Even though they should have millions of keystrokes.
急げ崩れるぞ
By the way, yeah, I watched... Oh, we watched EVO over the weekend. That's right. Well, I was watching most of it, some of it. But then for Top 8 Day on Sunday, in the Discord we set up a little like viewing room. So if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's free to join. But yeah, I would like to do more stuff like that. We had a few guys watching with us. It was fun.
こういうのはもうコリコリだ
Even Tazel was watching, even though he was at work. He was able to like watch while working.
今ありがとうって言ったか
Because it was just exactly the correct amount of chill that day, I guess.
ゲートに向かおう
That's ammo that I would pretty much always grab. I'm not gonna stop here.
列車の解体表だおいまた揺れてるぞ
行きましょう
おい待て危ないぞ
Alright. Do a little skip right here. Dialogue skip. Oh, I missed it. I mean, if you drop down, it's still faster. Only if you jump on top of the train is it slow. But you can also jump, you can land on the side of that train ceiling. Like on the roof of the train, you can jump on the side of it right here pretty much. On this bit. But I didn't do that. It's okay.
ついてるな物資コンテナだ
I'm taking the ladder so I don't take any damage. How's my ammo? It looks good. Excuse me. Right here on this line.
上に道がある
Oh, I don't have the...
キャンプもあるぞ
My thing isn't maxed out, so...
待て
Now here,
聞こえなかったか
does it give me an autosave anywhere?
何かいる
No, it doesn't, huh? 1 minute 33 seconds
警
ago.
戒して
So So I do have to go touch the camp. Which is fine. But that guy's gonna be a problem. I want to avoid killing it. That way I don't get any extra experience. It noticed me. Oh no, it didn't notice me. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright. So there's my autosave. Excellent. Now we can import this one. Import save state. This is our 18th one. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know what that guy's problem was. This is gonna be Stalker. I'm actually gonna... Dude, I am so crazy. I'm gonna reload just so I don't get that guy's experience. Although it might be impossible to avoid. I'm gonna try it. I'll just run out. Whatever, it's not a big deal. It doesn't, like, change things too much. But okay, here's Stalker. Oh no, I didn't dodge it. Unfortunate. Get back here. Yeah, I can't do any repulses, by the way. Nope, come back. Kind of scary whenever that happens too, because it's not that scary. We're playing on normal, but yeah. Since I can't blink, gotta be very mindful. Ow. I should heal. Just in case. I don't want to get grabbed and die immediately. Ow. By the way, that one you can actually just backstep. For that particular blink, if you just backstep, you'll be out of range. It's like one of the most narrow hurt boxes possible. One, two, three, and 4, 5. Cool, that's Stalker. Now, I will create a save file coming up, because there's a critical speedrun skip that would be very useful to practice. So, for anyone who wants to practice it over and over, after this camp, I'm going to watch the cutscene, rest of the camp. There's our burst energy, which we're not going to be able to enjoy this playthrough, whatever. I'm going to walk into the following area, but not do anything. And I'm only going to do that so that I can skip the cutscene there. Because every single time you walk in for the first time, it's like a whole cutscene, so... that could be kind of randomly frustrating for someone practicing the skip. So I will just save them the time. Alright, so there's that. I will get my damage upgrade too. And my drone could get missiles, but whatever, I don't care about that. Just want ammo. Oh, I have max ammo. Wonderful. So yeah, let's just go over here for 2 seconds. And then I think I'm gonna have to learn this skip. So, which I never did. I never learned this one. So I'm gonna look up a video, and in fact, you do gotta do this like on 120 FPS. I'll just raise my frame rate real quick. Alright, so there's the cutscene. Now I'll turn around and then save. But you know what? Nah, yeah, I'll do it like this. This makes the most sense to me still. Yeah, because I was thinking alternatively, I could just grab the things that are required, and then someone who wants to practice the skip can just do the skip and continue, but no, I'm gonna do it like this. And I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
意地悪。
意地悪？お前が邪魔してきたんだろ。
二人とも集中して。
Okay, that was pretty fast. I'm gonna sit down again, just to make sure that autosave is without the dialogue. And then import save state into my save manager, rename, and I'll call this one Matrix Skip Practice. Oh, this is number 19, by the way. 019. Alright, now I gotta learn the skip. So, first, I need to go to 120 FPS, so let's do that. Go to graphics. No, go to display, target 120. Okay, cool. And now that we're at higher frame rate... It's so smooth, it's so beautiful, I love it. Now, I'll just... Wow, that looks so good, man. I should just play like this the whole time. Forget frame gen. Now, it's basically like it used to be, like the old version of Matrix Skip, but it's a little bit different, so... There's like a different part that we're trying to grab onto. And I honestly have never done that before, so let me just watch a video. Let me see if I can pull one up real quick. I'll watch it on my phone. Shouldn't take more than a minute to find. Oh wait, hold on. Let me pull up my own spreadsheet that I created. Of course. What am I doing? Should be in there. Matrix. It's not in here. Crazy. Can't believe it's not in there. And I'll just go through on Discord then. Go through the speedrun Discord. Alright, hang on a sec. Alright, so for anyone just tuning in, I'm looking up a newer version of this Matrix Skip. Because I've never done it before. I've never studied it or learned it, so... Here we go. There's some chatter about it, blah blah blah. There's a talkie... Oh, there's also a talkie mode version. If you were playing on New Game Plus, but like for New Game, not very helpful. Because the reason I really want to make sure I do this skip here, at least once, is because I don't want to kill the enemies that are tied to, like, not doing, like, going the normal way. If I go the normal way, I'm going to get a bunch more experience that I shouldn't have. And I cannot find this thing. This is, I should have prepared this a long time ago. Let me just Google, or not Google, let me search Matrix. Here we go. Okay, I got it. I found the clip. Okay, so the spot that I'm aiming for is between... Okay, I see. I see it. So it is not... Like, okay, the original version was the rightmost pipe. Now I'm aiming for it in between the two pipes in the middle. Just trying to see roughly where I gotta land. Okay, I see it. There's a ring there. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, so here we go. I'm aiming for in between these two pipes, right near that ring. So this is the ring I'm going for. Okay. In fact, this is a good timestamp because this is me learning. So 2:23. Learning Matrix tip. My first time ever doing this. And this should only, I think it only works at higher frame rate, so that's why I switched my graphic settings, my display settings to target 120, so now I'm just getting 120 native. And again, I'm aiming between these two, right around there. And I think that the easiest way would be to just reach from right here. I guess I should kill that enemy below, because we do need that anyway. Because yeah, if you remember the old... Wow, that was an unblockable, like, melee attack? Cool. Oh my goodness, that was a cool evasion. Alright, that was dope, that was dope. I'm gonna grab this code. That was very badass. I'm gonna kill these enemies just so I don't have to deal with it again. Okay, run in here. Okay, and then grab this, and then we can do our skip. Because I really just want to do this like once. I don't want to spend a huge amount of time learning it, because I'm not speedrunning this right now. I'm just creating a resource. Oh, I pressed the wrong... I put a B in there, whoops. So in case it's really hard for me, I'm doing all this to get it out of the way, so that I don't have to, you know, come back and then actually grab the fusion cell. Because the whole point of this skip is that we are skipping... wasting this fusion cell right here on the elevator. So the typical progression is you would use it on that elevator to go up and then, you know, flood the room and blah blah blah, all this stuff. But now we can just keep going. So again, trying to land right around there, it looks like. I was probably a bit too far to the left, I think. I think I want to be closer to the right. Nope, that didn't quite do it either. Let me heal so I don't die. Yeah, I'm not feeling any kind of flooring to touch onto there, and we're at 120 consistent. The landing is brutal. I gotta try to get more safe landings, otherwise I'm gonna die real fast. I'm gonna die really, really fast to fall damage. I immediately take fall damage. Okay. It's okay. We have potions. We have stuff. No, that's not doing it. Maybe what's happening is the silver pipe is kind of blocking me a little bit. Let's try this. Oh my gosh. Let's try this. I'm falling off and it's giving me a double jump, which I don't want. I thought that would work. I thought that if I jump in from the left side, it'll avoid any kind of collision with this pipe, which will let me kind of go deeper, closer to the wall. I think it would just be easier if I can just get a good angle from here. Nope, not quite. I should go heal. Let's just go heal. We're gonna figure this out together. My first time learning the skip. And it's weird because it's one of these FPS dependent skips. Actually, I should probably read the... Okay. I should read the discourse around this. The main difference is that you can't reset your collision on the pipe on 60 FPS like you can on 120. Oh, so it seems like it does work on either. Apparently. It's just harder on it's harder on 60. Yeah, it looks like it's directly between the two pipes. Like exactly in the middle. And then you can kind of just keep jumping upwards. Kind of a weird one. I feel like this will be really easy once I figure it out. I mean, hell, the first time I learned Matrix Skip, it was... I didn't understand. And then after like 10 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, that's where I gotta land. Alright. I feel like that was dead on. That looked like where I was supposed to land. Okay, 1, 2... Nope. Okay. Nothing. I'm not feeling anything there. It's not even like slightly giving. Like my feet are just completely falling. And I'm using my entire double jump. I don't have anything else. I could try with aerial blow, hell, since we have it anyway. Let's see. Let's see if my aerial blow gets me that extra height that I need. No, it didn't help. In fact, I think that made me fall down faster. By the way, this is where I used to do the old Matrix 11 skip from this bush right here. I would jump on the railing right next to it. So it's like a good... I feel like it's good spacing for this new one, because it seems to be like similar, just more over to the left. And I'm checking in the top right. Yeah, I'm not dipping below 120. It's a perfect 120. That seems like it was good. I feel like I was super high there. I feel like I had the height. Maybe it's not exactly in between. Maybe I should just aim more towards the left. No. Because I think what you're supposed to get caught on is kind of like the geometry in between the pipes. So you want to try to go as you want to get close to the wall. So you want to get in between them. Nothing. All right. Let's spend some potions. I have one potion. Spend a potion. Let's reload to get our potions back and watch it again. Yeah, it looks easy. It's funny because like seeing it done, it looks really simple. Somehow it's just landing there. Maybe I really don't have the height. Oh, that's what I can look for. How fast is the double jump coming out? If a double jump comes out instantly, I gotta like really mash it instead of trying to get more distance out of it. No, okay, so in the successful attempt, there was a little bit of a delay between the first and second jump. Because of course, if you wanted the most height, you would just mash it. Like, that'll get you slightly higher than if you were to wait a minute, like wait even a second. Because after your first jump, you start to descend a little bit. But if you want more distance, you could do that deliberately. But in my case, I don't really need the distance, but it seems like it doesn't matter. Nope, nothing. Seems like it's not about the horizontal distance. We're just trying to go up. Trying to do a safe landing, by the way. My safe landing is not working. I'm probably messing it up. That wasn't enough? Okay, I'm gonna try this for like at least 10 more minutes. If I can't get it, that's not great. That seems like it was perfect. That looked like it did in the video. That wasn't enough still? Wow. Alright, this is a learning experience. What if I'm just closer? What if I just try to jump from a closer, like, angle, like right here? I wish it was... Man, if it was generous enough where I could just aim for the left pipe, that'd be great. Because there's this bit right here. I don't know if there's any collision on that, but I mean, I feel like if there were, it'd be easier. But yeah, no, I don't think you can do that. Pretty sure I have to aim between them. Because that's how it's done in the example video. Oh, I did. I got my safe landing. Cool. I didn't take damage. So it's possible. You know, I could feel a little bit of a ceiling there on me. I actually could feel a ceiling. I'm just a little bit too low, I guess. Nope, let's reload, get our heals back. Oh man, this is brutal. I feel like the old Matrix skip did not take me that long to learn. This one's harder. I could try it at 60 FPS and see if that changes anything, but 120 should allow you to reset your jump position, apparently. So that's why I'm doing it on 120. I just missed. I missed the railing. Thank you guys again for hanging out, by the way. Hope you're having a good Thursday, or a good Wednesday night. Thursday's tomorrow, so you're almost done with the week. What if I don't do my air dash? What if I just go for a really clean landing? How about I don't do the air dash? Usually the air dash is never harmful, it just helps. But let's try it. Oh, that's it. Okay, so here we are. We're in position. And apparently... Wow, I can't believe that was the difference. No air dash made it easier. So apparently if you're on 60 FPS, you would just fall. But since we are not on 60 FPS, I can keep going. So I'm just mashing jump and I'm stuck. Oh, okay, I got it. Then you just walk off. Okay, okay. Wow, okay. So here we go. We're learning something. So I'm gonna go to my usual spot. Here's where I used to do Matrix skip from back in the day. Back like a year ago. So this spot right here, this bush. I'm not gonna do an air dash, just double jump. Oh, I wasn't running, my bad. You gotta be sprinting, I think. I gotta be sprinting. Okay, so from here, get a sprint. Didn't work that time. Pretty sure I jumped from the... Maybe I jumped from the boxes? Let's jump from here then. I wasn't sprinting, my bad. Hold on, this is kind of tripping me up. I'd rather do it from the railing. Let's jump onto the railing calmly and then sprint. Nope. Missed it. That's still so funny to me that I was like, huh, let's try it without the air dash. And it worked immediately. That looked good. Okay, cool. Now we just turn. And then just jump off. So it's just a matter of walking off. You just walk off of that little part where you're stuck on. And as you start to fall, you unlock a double jump. I'm going to do it one more time. Just to make sure I actually understand this. In fact, we can record this. Alright, let's get a quick recording going. Okay, so here we go. So I'm aiming for that. Right there. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have my... I'm glad I noticed this because I'm not recording my controller input. One sec, I do want to get this. Let's reload. I think we can get this pretty clean now. I've done it twice. I think I can get it pretty clean. Hold on, I don't want to record only gameplay. Go back to OBS. Delete that. Oh man, this is cool. Okay, game capture, gameplay only. Delete that. I'm gonna instead shut off my webcam, shut off my goals, and... Oh wait, I have a button for that. What am I doing? That's the wrong webcam. Okay, I'll just hit both of these, but leave my layout on. There we go. Now I'll start recording. Perfect. Okay, so this will be for the guide. Or for my spreadsheet. Okay. Hopefully I get this first try. That'd be so sick. So I'm aiming again right there. Okay. Hold on. Redo. Aiming right there. Alright. I feel like pointing will be useful. Oh no, I dropped it. Do it again. Hey, at least I got the first jump. That's like the hard part, to be honest. Right there. So I'll fade in right here. Jump onto my preferred spot. Oh, that wasn't clean. Do it again. Fade in. The clip will start here. I know, I'm neurotic. Okay. Missed it. No problem. Do it again. Okay, so right here is where we want to land. I might even commentate this one. Missed it, just barely. Missed it again. Alright. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm right here. This is where I'm aiming at. And I'm not doing my air dash on purpose. Because for some reason the air dash seems to screw up the... I don't know why, but I was having an easier time without the air dash. The collision is easier when you don't get that extra horizontal movement, I guess. If you could imagine, the reason I keep resetting my position is because I want one clip, so I don't want to show any kind of mistakes. That way it looks cleaner, you know? Oh my gosh, that's right. Hold on. You can only grab onto the rightmost part. Ah, damn. Hey, Distorted. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm recording a little clip right now, so that's why I have my webcam off. Right here. That's where you want to aim. Okay. That was silly. Okay, again, start the clip right here. Bam. Aim for that. Jump onto it. Okay, hit the railing. Bam, bam. Missed it. Oh my goodness. Stop missing the railing, Gino. Come on. Okay, again, right here. This ring. That's where you want to aim. Nope. Close. I can't believe the air dash made a difference. That's so weird. At least I'm hitting my safe landings now, so I'm not losing health. Because to be honest, okay, to be honest, it does bother me that I don't have full tumblers. So I'm going to reboot just to get my tumblers back. Oh, and then, another thing I'll try it on 60 FPS as well, after I get this clip. Because I think it'll be nice to have a clip of both. Right there. Oh, no. Hey, that's kind of cool though. If you like fall in a certain way, it does save time on your retry. If you aim for the pipes on the right. Unfortunately, did not get them there. Ah, damn, this is tough. I mean, it's tough right now, but to be honest, I feel like if I did this, you know, if I practice this for like an hour, I'd get pretty good at this. Okay. Nope, just missed it. The sprint, I think, is important. It feels important. Maybe it's not. I can try it without the sprint. Well, hold on. If I try it without the sprint, I want to be closer then. I want to be like around here. Oh my gosh, I did the air dash by mistake. Don't do the air dash. That screws me up. At least it screws me up. I don't know if it is actually bad. I just haven't reached the point, like the success point, with doing an air dash. It only seems to work with me if I don't do it. That felt good. Damn, that one felt good. I can't believe I didn't get it there. Alright, I feel it. We're close. We're close. We're gonna finish the playthrough, rest assured. Oh man, it's already 11:30 p.m. Alright, maybe I'm not gonna finish the playthrough. We might have to pick this up next time. This is kind of taking a long time. We'll at least finish Matrix, that's for sure. That's how long we've spent on this. Okay. Felt good. That one was way off. I could feel that was off. I wasn't even like on the correct trajectory, so kind of went off axis there. Okay, so again. I gotta redo it. Okay. Again. Bam. Jump onto this. Oh, no way. That one felt good, too. I felt like I was good height. The height was correct, just my exact location wasn't. Oh, man. My command is not there, but I'm exactly at the right height. Good safe landing. Dude, I'm surprised everybody has not left. This has got to be the most boring thing to watch. Like, we were playing through the game at a good pace earlier, and now we're doing this. Alright. Bam. There we go. And then walk off. Oh, I punted it. I punted it. We had it. That was the one. Okay, so right here. No way, that one felt good too. I felt like I was on. That one felt pretty good too, man. Damn. We're here to support you. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. As always. There I could kind of see my mistake. Mostly lurking. Oh yeah, I appreciate anybody lurking as well, by the way. For anyone just hanging out lurking, thank you. Thank you for watching. Turn on my controller layout again. Okay, let's start the recording again. Alright, good. Right there, that's where you want to jump. Bam. Good. And that's it. Now, what I need to do is do this on 60 FPS. At least I got my clip, thank goodness. But let's do it again on 60, because I just want to see what it feels like. What's the difference? To my understanding, the difference is that on 60 FPS, you won't be floating for as long. So then I guess you'd have to be very, very decisive immediately with your second jump. Display, target frame rate 60. Okay. Alright, now let's see if we can get this one. Hell, if I can get this now, if I can get this like quick-ish, that'd be awesome. Hello, David Araujo. Thank you for tuning in. The hardest boss is always going to be whatever boss you are least familiar with. For me, that's Elder. Did I discover that platform? No, I did not discover that. Okay, I just want to see if I can at least grab onto the ledge once. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. That was off. That was off. I would love to get a successful clip of this on 60 FPS just to show that it's doable in 60, even if it is harder. Stop. Stop. Okay. Alright. Bam, and then bam. Ah, that was a little bit off. My jump wasn't perfectly centered. Okay, okay. That one felt good. It felt correct. Oh man, stuck on Raven, any tips? It's funny, I have an entire tutorial video on Raven. So I do talk about a lot of tips there, but general tips, I mean, it depends what you're struggling with. So like I can't really give you specialized tips unless like I knew exactly what you were struggling with. But yeah, I do have a whole video called, it's called How to Master Any Boss. It's on my channel. I use Raven as the example, so it's just literally like half an hour of Raven tips. And general tips as well. But yeah, general tips, I mean like that I could just tell you right now, haven't really got any, unfortunately. I mean, if you're not using your shotgun, you can use the shotgun to interrupt anything. So you could try that if you are not using it. If you are, then you would already know that. But yeah, you can try that out. Anytime that Raven does anything that makes you kind of uncomfortable, just pull out your shotgun and shoot her once. And it will stop it from happening. Restart your entire playthrough? Yeah, like distorted. You know what's interesting is that I'm not dying. Maybe it's not enough fall damage to kill me, but it'll take me down to like low health. Damn, I cannot get this. 60 FPS does make it feel like a much more precise jump. It seems. I don't know what it is. Damn. But on 120 this was not so bad. 60 we're really struggling. That one felt kind of good. If you're just tuning in, you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing like a tutorial video on a speedrun skip, and we did it at 120 FPS earlier. But now I'm trying to do it at 60 FPS. Not quite. Oh, shout out to my beautiful fiance for linking the video. Thank you so much. Oh man, okay. Let's give it, I'll give it 5 more tries and then I'm gonna give up on this. Here we go. 1, 2. Nope. One, 2. Nope, not quite. Yeah, by the way, it seems like I cannot die. I can't die from fall damage, that's kind of cool. What if I just fall straight up? What if I don't even try to go for a safe landing? Let me try that right now. Yeah, I'm not dying. It's clearly high enough to deal fall damage, but it won't kill me. Huh. Okay, that's cool. By the way, there's like thunder and lightning outside. It's kind of precarious. By the way, okay, here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to finish Matrix and then we're going to wrap up the stream because it's getting late. And I'm still waking up kind of at normal hours, so I don't want to stream really late. I don't want to do that. But we still made a great amount of progress today. So yeah, it's going to be like another hour or so of the stream, then we'll wrap it up. Man, I literally can't get it. So just for reference, I'm going to stop the recording. Just for reference, I'm going to switch back to 120. And I'll show you it. Watch me get it first try. That'd be cool, right? That'd be cool. I just cannot get it. It's like so hard. Here's 120 FPS. Okay. Do my normal setup. Jump on in front of this bush right here. Alright, and then sprint. I missed it. Maybe I'll get a second try. That one felt good. That one felt good. But it was not good enough. Alright. No big deal. Third try. Let's reset. It's I don't know if there is actually any truth to this, but maybe if you've attempted it enough times, like just jumping against it messes with the collision and then it doesn't work anymore, so then you gotta reload. I don't know if that's actually true. If I get it first try right here off a fresh reload, maybe there's some weight to that. So then if I did want to continue practicing it at 60 FPS, I should just reload more often. Okay, here it is again. Look at that, immediately. Immediately. Wow, like instantly. I feel like it's worth trying again. Okay, let's do it one more time at 60 FPS. No, hold on. I'll do it like this. Go to display, 60, then reload. Okay. Wait, hold on. Whoops. And that was first try. Maybe dash will help as well. So in my experience, the dash made it harder. I started getting it much more consistently when I stopped doing the air dash. So that's why I'm not doing it anymore. At the very least, it's not required. Like, it's not necessary, so... yeah. So again, here we are at 60 FPS again. You wouldn't really be able to tell on the stream because I'm streaming at 60 FPS, so like when I play at 120, you wouldn't tell the difference, but... no way, that felt like it was good. If this is doable on 60, I feel like it's pretty hard. That felt pretty good. I mean, what's crazy is I'm taking fall damage despite getting a safe landing. I think. Maybe not. Am I tripping? Possibly I was not at full health when I reloaded. I don't know. Oh, stay up. If I were speedrunning, I could just, I would just play the game at 120 FPS and that's it, make it simple, but I would love to know how accessible this is for people unable to play at 120, Let's reload. Why is my DLC content locked to on when I don't have any? Interesting. See, I don't have any DLC on this build of the game. I didn't download it. And to my understanding, the DLC won't... it might not work if you are doing the down-patched version. But I haven't tested it myself. It might be worth testing. Just because you might want to play with the Nier Automata costumes in your speedruns, possibly. If you're doing New Game Plus, for example. Alright, well, stay up. Alright, reset. Okay. Nope. And that didn't feel good. That one did not feel good. I get a nice clean jump. It is harder to do as well at lower FPS. Just naturally, like, the smoothness of the jump. And that took a bunch of damage there. That was not a clean landing. Oh, whoops. Okay. That felt good. I feel like that would have worked at 120. No way, that one felt pretty good. I wonder if there's anything else I could do as far as my monitor. Like my monitor, despite I'm playing it at 60 FPS, but my monitor is still at 120 Hertz. I can't imagine that matters. I mean, the game is still rendering like at 60 regardless. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty funky though. That felt good too. That felt like a good landing. I'm gonna call it there. I'm not gonna continue trying to record this at 60. This is too hard. I mean, maybe I'll come back to it, but not right now. I wanna finish Matrix. So let me just cherry pick my goods clip. Which one was it? Was it this one? Actually, I'll do it again. Because now I'm pretty confident I can get it fairly early after reloading. Oh, whoops, hold on. To display, target 120. Alright, so we're targeting 120. And this will help do the jump. So right about there. Okay. Missed it, but it's okay. Missed it again. And I was so confident just a minute ago. Just a minute ago. I think I know. I might reload here again. Oh, there I could tell I was low. I like didn't cross the height barrier somehow. Okay, right there. Nope. Not ideal. Oh, whoa, hold on. That was the first time that's happened. I did, like, I hit the invisible platform, but it wasn't enough to land on it. It's kind of weird. First time we've gotten that. Bam, easy. Alright. At least in that attempt we did make it look easy, so that's good. And I'll stop my recording right there, and we're back. Okay. Let's continue. Wow, we spent a while on that. I'm gonna make another timestamp. We're past that now. Oh, we spent 40 minutes on that. Wow. 303. Past learning. Cool. So I'll stick to killing the normal enemies that I would normally kill. Here, I'm not going to kill anything extra. Thank you so much, Distorted, for gifting another membership. Congrats to Life is Overrated for getting a gifted membership. Again, that's the second time I believe you've gotten one. Cool. And by the way, for anybody watching, if you want to support, I do have a channel membership. Sometimes I do members exclusive streams. We also have a members channel on our Discord, which you can join the Discord for free. It's safe for work, so there's no degeneracy. And yeah, you get access to the emojis, which are very beautiful. So, oh, Victor, thank you for donating. Hold on, I'll go check this out right now. Thank you for donating to my tip jar. I also have a tip jar. Funny. I was thinking about mentioning it, but I didn't. But I have a Ko-fi page too. So streaming is currently my only source of income, so any help is genuinely appreciated. So thank you very much. I'll take a look at it here once I get to this box. Okay. Okay, let's see. Did you leave a message? I'd like to see on Ko-fi. Some free moolah for you. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It doesn't say how much it is, though. Damn, 50 bucks, dude. That's super generous. Thank you. Thank you, Victor. That's crazy. It goes a long way, man. Thank you so much. And thanks, everybody, for watching as well. Just by watching, you're also supporting, so thank you. Oh, I didn't have any ammo. But yeah, monetary support, optional. I appreciate anybody just watching, but if you do want to support extra, that is super, super, super helpful. Like, you have no idea. Because that's basically, like, you just paid for my food for like a week. That's crazy. Did I notice the name you used to donate? It just says Victor. No, I don't see anything weird, like anything, unusual looking. Maybe if I boot up the actual website. Let's see. Well, I'm not logged in here. Log in. I'll check right now, but I did see the message. I get an email. Okay. I love two-factor authorization, to be honest. Even though it's a whole extra step. It's awesome. Oh, it says, Victor, your most loyal YouTube subscriber. That's funny. That's funny. I must have autopiloted and just read Victor. Probably why I didn't notice. Oh yeah, we can just do this now. We did the Matrix skip, so we can go ahead and skip that. Oh, you're right, distorted. It does say it in chat. Look at that. Sorry guys, I'm kind of just autopiloting sometimes. I should have noticed that. Alright, we're good. I really hope I can stream tomorrow. Oh, by the way, you know what's really nice, Distorted, is that gifted membership just put us over into the 40. The next goal. We're doing so little damage. Alright, there we go. So I will update my members goal next time, and I'll put it to 45. When will my next Stellar Blade stream be? You said you're playing Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow, right? That's the plan, yes. Ideally, I hope I can stream Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow. The only reason I wouldn't, so here's the thing, I can audible and change my mind if, depending on when construction ends, like whenever the noise is over with, if it's late enough, I'm not going to want to play Ghost of Tsushima for only like, 3 hours. So then I would do Stellar Blade again, because that way, what is it called? Because that way, like, I can just finish up this playthrough, which is still accomplishing something. Man, that sucks. I didn't have any slug ammo there. I was not prepared. I should have had slug ammo. Hey Devontae, Daniel, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you again. So, if we do stream Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow, my next Stellar Blade stream would probably be on Saturday, is the most likely. Because now weekends are like my easier day to stream, because there's no workers on weekends. Oh shit, I just accidentally opened up the... Oh dear god. I'm gonna Alt F4. That was close. No, I don't want to... Oh, whoops, I almost Alt F4'd out of OBS. I'm gonna reboot the game because I accidentally touched the skill tree, which I do not want to happen ever. Because yeah, that was our first time opening it, so it's not good. We're doing a no skill... By the way, for anyone just tuning in, I'm doing no skill tree because I want my save... I'm creating save files also, so I should explain two things. Today, we're playing with no skill tree and creating save files as like a resource. Damn, it did give me an autosave. Let's see, maybe it didn't open the skill tree anyway. We'll see. I'll find out right now. I'm gonna get closure in a second. First, I'll just sit down. Get my health back. But yeah, pretty much I'm gonna be uploading a ton of save files for anybody who wants to import them using the Save Souls Manager. For the Souls Speedrun Save Manager. And then you can have like, you know, all sorts of different checkpoints in the game. And since I'm doing it that way, I want to have anybody who boots up into any save file, I want them to be able to select their own skill tree however they want. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for today. I will just grab this. Oh, I don't have a damage upgrade? Okay, never mind. I guess I should have upgraded the Eagle Eye. Probably should have done that a while ago. I guess better late than never. I'll just do it now. Because yeah, you would upgrade that. It's a very reasonable thing to upgrade. Get more ammo. Okay, so now I'm going to create my save. Done. Go back here to the save manager. Import it. And I'm going to rename it. This is our 20th save that I made. 020 Juggernaut. Okay, bam. And now just out of curiosity, I want to open this up and see. Does it give me... It does. It's giving me the whole like, hey, this is your first time, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I guess it's just for burst, huh? That's the only reason it's doing that. Either way, I don't want that there. So what I'll do now is go back to the main menu and I'm gonna load my save state. So here from the main menu, press the Juggernaut one, load save state, load successful. Now I can just press load game and go back into it, or I can press continue, either way, and it'll give me the one that I just imported into the game. So now there'll be a green dot on the skill shop, as you can see right there. That was just for my own curiosity. You know what? I'm going to leave the shotgun equipped. I feel like that'd be more useful. Okay. Replace save state. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're going to end up having like 40 save files on this. Yeah, Victor, I'm hoping it helps someone who's getting into speedrunning. How many hours do I have in this game? Hi, Mohammed. Thank you for tuning in. I have about 850. Roughly 850. Because I've got 80 hours on the PC version. And I haven't played the console version since PC came out. So, on console, I remember we had roughly 750. So I'm like, you know, maybe like 830, something like that. But, you know, then we played some today, so... Stellar Blade was in the Discovery tab on PlayStation. Oh, by the way, speaking of PlayStation, if you guys have PS Plus Extra, or no, if you have PS Plus Essential, download Lies of P right now. It is available on Essential. You should play it. The game's amazing. Ow. There's phase 2. Oh, I'm out of ammo. It's okay. This is the very delayed one. That's Juggernaut. It was a bunch of sword fighting games they were promoting. Oh, that's cool. That's dope. I love to see Stellar Blade get any kind of extra attention, you know? That was a pretty clean fight. And if you're wondering, how come you're not doing the blinks or the repulses? I can't. I literally cannot because we don't have a skill tree, so... anything that's like that, I just have to dodge. Any unblockable, whether it's blink, repulse, or regular unblockable, we have to dodge. I mean, that was a good fight. Yeah, just breeze through, you know, Juggernaut's a classic. It's funny, Juggernaut was the very first roadblock. Like the very first roadblock fight. Hold on, do I make a save here? Is it worth it for anything? Not really. I don't think so. Like, what's... You're just doing some swimming? Nah, I'm not gonna make a save file there. I personally, if I were doing hitless, I would go into that chest and grab the 2-star shield destruction gear, but I'm not gonna grab it because this is just like speedrun saves. So I'm trying to avoid grabbing anything extra that you wouldn't normally grab. So that's why I'm also avoiding killing any extra enemies. I want to have an accurate amount of experience so that if someone boots up my saves and they can rely on like, hey, I get to this stage in the game and I want this skill tree, I have enough experience for it. So everything that I've killed has been like kind of stuff that is normal to kill. There's also a health upgrade at the end of the hallway behind me. Or no, that's a can. It's more to the right, but then it's on the left on a little platform. But personally, I wouldn't bother getting more than 1 health upgrade, even for marathon strats on normal difficulty. UNS6AA. It's pouring outside, damn. It is pouring rain. I wonder what are lizards doing? Like, do they like the water? Because I just saved the little baby lizard at the very beginning of the stream. I saved the baby's lizard and I took it outside. But I didn't like put it under it. I just put it outside. It wasn't raining at the time. I hope it's okay. I just wanted to save it for my cat because my cat would have destroyed it. My cat is ruthless. He's an absolute savage. Meanwhile, me, I feel extremely bad if I see a little baby lizard running around, running away from my cat. I don't have backstab, so I can't backstab that guy. That kind of sucks. Normally I would backstab these guys. Okay, it's okay. We got the dodge. I guess I typically wouldn't kill this Skulling, so I'm not going to. I'll just shoot this guy down. I'll shoot him literally with the slug. Yeah, we've got good damage. Nice. How's my cat doing? My cat's good. Thank you for asking. He's not had any issues since, like, towards the end of last year, he had that whole, like, scratchy thing where he was, you know, scratching the hell out of his underchin. But now he's been good. Ever since we stopped feeding him chicken or beef, he only eats fish now. He's been perfect. He's been in mint condition. Which I'm very happy about. Because, you know, when he did have that issue, and I took him to the vet, they gave him a cone, and I felt so bad seeing him in a cone, because you could hear him, like, crashing into the walls, like, of the hallway, like, walking around until he got used to it. He eventually did get used to it, but yeah, it was sad. Import save state. I'm going to rename this one. This is Taki. 21. Taki. Cool. Alright, let's do it. You know what? I should leave the shotgun equipped. Dang it, I keep switching back off the shotgun. Get my autosave. Okay, let's redo it. Okay, so this is, again, 020 Taki. Man, I've created 20 save files. 20 save files, and we're only halfway through the game. One of my favorite bosses in the game. If you haven't watched my boss tier list, maybe you'd be interested in it. I just talk about the bosses a lot, and like my thinking on how I rank them. Or like I justify my rankings. 1 and 2, 3. 4, delay, and dodge. That was not good. 2, 3. Ouch. Okay, that's a real death. We missed the dodge. It sure would be nice to have easy dodges. Nah, it's not that big of a deal. It's actually not that big of a deal. When you research, what's it called? Reflex boost? Reflex boost, it makes the window definitely bigger, but like, it's not that different. Since I've spent so much time learning, it shouldn't be that much adjustment right now. One and 2, 3, 4, delay and dodge. I didn't dodge. 1. Yo, what's up, Tazel? Thank you for tuning in, man. 1 and 2, 3. What's good, dude? Did you just get off work? And by the way, did you ever get... Were you able to successfully get a free copy of Street Fighter 4 from Lenovo? I didn't even try to get one, but like, I know that they were limited, and surprisingly, a lot of people commented on that page. Which, I don't know, like, why would anybody... Why would that many people want the game, you know? Street Fighter 4 came out, I mean, at this point, 17 years ago. And it goes on sale all the time for $5, so like, most people who wanted it already have it. Maybe just because it's free, and so like, anything free is like, oh, I want that. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Dodge, nice. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're off today. Forgot to grab that game code? Damn, dude, that sucks. It's okay. If you ever want to play it, like if you just buy it when it goes on sale for $5, I will still play with you. Phase 3, phase 3. One, 2. Oh no. Nice, good dodge. 1, 2, 3, delay, and 4. I forgot one of my old techs. When you get the repulse, you can just backstep once. You don't even have to dodge it. 1 and 2, 3. You don't even have to dodge it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump, and 5, delay, and dodge. Nice. Surprised I still remember that timing at all, to be honest. One, 2, back up. 3, 4, delay and dodge. One, oh no. I spend the WB pump and just get it over with. No, we can do it again. I don't want to waste the pump. I don't want to waste it. What language? This is in Japanese. Is sticking to one combo a bad habit? Not at all. So, first of all, what you're watching right now, I don't have a skill tree, so this is like a mini challenge run. Where I don't have a skill tree, so I can't do beta chains, so I can't finish combos safely anyway. So that's why I'm mostly sticking to like half of like a couple combos and that's it. But if you have a preference, I would just stick to your preference. Against some particular bosses, depending on the hitbox, some combos are not as good as others. Basically on the big bosses, like if it's like a big frame, a couple combos are not really that good. Because they're more likely to miss pretty much. And if you're interested in that kind of discussion, I have a whole podcast, like I have a whole episode, a stream called like a skill tree discussion. If you look at my old streams, and I talk about all that. 1, 2, delay, and 3. Wuchang is rough pre-patch. Oh, I can imagine. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty tough game just already, right? One and 2, 3, 4, delay and dodge. Way off on that timing. That was kind of clutch. Oh, I did it a little bit late. But I swear, for that particular, for the repulse, you can just backstep it. You can just backstep it. That's what I used to do. When we did the No Camps New Game Hard challenge, I remember backstepping that because it was easier than learning the timing. And this was like one of the hardest bosses for that particular challenge run. One of the hardest. 2 and 3. Let me heal up. I'm playing sloppy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump and 5. Delay and dodge. Yeah, there's no iframes on knockdown, so you just gotta take it. That sucks, man. 1 and 2, 3. Yeah, I'll play Wuchang at some point. 1, 2, 3. Delay and 4. That's one of those combos. If you miss the first one, you're gonna get hit by like all of it pretty much. Yeah, see, look at how short the range is on that. So I just did one backstep and I'm free. Nice. I don't remember the timing on that, to be honest. I just reacted on that particular blink. 1, 2, 3, delay, and 4. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why did she do that? That's like the worst thing. Ah, when she flies up and does projectiles. Bane of my existence. And you might be thinking, why don't you just use a WB pump? Well, since my goal today is to set up save files, I bought exactly 2 WB pumps, just one and then one backup. And I don't want to waste more money than someone might in a speedrun. Because the thing is, if you were just fighting Taki normally, you would destroy her. Like, you'd go into overdrive a few times and she would just die. 1 and 2, 3. But since I'm limiting myself, I don't want to waste the pumps. 1, back up. 2, 3, 4, delay and dodge. I'm early on that. Just a little bit early on that one. One and 2, 3. One, 2, delay and 3. Those projectile attacks killed you so many times in the past. Yeah, I know, right? Literally, me too. Me too, dude. Is this on hard mode? This is not on hard mode. Good question. It's just normal. That's why you can see that she's taking a lot of damage. If it was on hard, we'd be doing a lot less damage. Her health bar would be moving much more slowly. This is just normal, no skill tree. But if you did want to see hard mode, no skill tree, and no weapon upgrades for that matter, I did do that. I have a video on my channel if you wanted to check it out. My commentary was probably very focused. I don't remember what I was even talking about, to be honest. 1, 2, delay and 3. Doing level 1 on Wuchang, regretting it. As your first playthrough, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself? I know you had the bet with Mark, but just do a normal playthrough and then do the challenge afterwards. 2, 3, 4, delay and dodge. Nice. I waited a little bit. I fixed my timing. 1, 2, and 3. 4. No and. 1, 2, 3, delay and 4. The and is a little bit much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are you doing that, Tezel? I'm telling you, do a playthrough normally, and then you'll learn the game, and then come back and do your challenge run for Mark for your guys' bet. He was gonna pay you 1,000 euros, right? That's totally worth doing, but as your first playthrough, I don't know about that. That just doesn't sound enjoyable. 1 and 2, 3. But hey, at the same time, who am I to yuck your yum, right? If you're having fun... But I know you're not having fun because you just said you're regretting it, so... I want her to do her spinny combo. There it is. 1, 2, 3, delay, and 4. Alright, let's just kill her. Cool. So we're at 332. I'm not going to finish the playthrough after all. It's too late because it's past midnight. So what I'm going to do now, get past this cutscene, make another save file for the desert, and then pick up next time. Tomorrow, though, I hope we can play Ghost of Tsushima. Otherwise, we'll wrap this up. So it's going to be one or the other. One or the other. Kind of struggling in Wuchang, even when you're properly leveled. It's not even hard, it's the iframes that you're regretting. Wait, are you saying, do you get better iframes when you level up? I don't know how that works. Thank you again, Victor, for the Ko-fi donation, man. I appreciate that. And also shout out to Distorted for the 2 gifted memberships that we got today. So support was incredible today. And last time, also, well, thank you guys again. Last stream, thank you The Darkness and Distorted for joining the membership. So we got 2 new channel members last time and then 2 gifted ones today. The gifted recipients were Juan, which is funny because that was his 3rd time getting a gifted membership, and then Life is Overrated, their 2nd time getting a gifted membership. And then we had the $50 from Victor, super generous. Thank you so much again. So, I really appreciate you guys. Cool. Before the latest patch, you don't have iframes on heals or when you're knocked down. Oh, wait, so they did patch it already. And so now it's like more kind of normal. For Ghost, are you doing regular playthrough? For Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, it's a blind playthrough. It's my first playthrough. And we're just playing on hard difficulty, not lethal. Not lethal, because that didn't sound very fun for my first time. So it's on the normal hard difficulty. And we're only like a few hours in. I think I played for 5 hours my first stream, so I'm still early game. And we are playing that on PS5 as well. And dude, even on PS5, it looks freaking beautiful. But that's cool that they patched it, because I know it was kind of like awkward, right? That's masochistic that you're playing it on unpatched then. That's crazy. By the way, did the developer have any kind of comment on like, yeah, this wasn't intended. We did mean to have iframes. We just messed up. Or did they say like, as a response to, you know, skill issues worldwide, we have patched the game to make it easier. You have more iframes now. Please enjoy. Or like, did they say anything at all? Hey, Akatoki, welcome back. By the way, to recap how much we've accomplished today, I'm very happy with this. Check this out. Look at all these save files that we got. Look at all this. We have a Silent Street save file, so as soon as the intro's over, bam, save file. We have the camp before the ambush skip, so that you can practice the ambush skip. Abaddon. This is the camp before Abaddon. The camp right after Abaddon. The camp before the monorail. The camp as soon as you land in Flooded Commercial Sector. This is before Corruptor. This is at the camp just before Construction Zone. This is the camp before the Floodgate Keyscape. The camp before Gigas. This is before taking the phone to get your gun, so you can practice the target practice with Lily. This is right before you go enter the Wasteland. This is at Quiel, right before Abyss, so at the camp before Quiel, because you can touch the camp and get an autosave without having activated the Solar Tower. PlayStation room, this is inside of a Altesse. Oh, hold on, whoops, this is Altesse, not Abyss. So yeah, this is the PlayStation room inside of Altesse. A contaminated lobby, which I forget what it's called, I'm going to rename that, but that is so you can practice the ambush as well as a speedrun tech above in the second level. This is before Maelstrom 1, right before... No, this is after landing in Matrix initially, right before Stalker. This is before the Matrix, the big Matrix skip that we practiced earlier, before Juggernaut, before Taki. So that's everything we've created. So I've made 20 save files. Oh, hold on, 21. Hold on, whoops. 21. Pretty good. That's a lot of save files. And we're going to continue next time. So all I'm going to do now is watch the cutscene and create a save file, and then we'll pick up next time. Hey, Ashley, thank you for tuning in again. Good to see you. Did you ever finish your UN fight? Gotta go to bed. Good stream. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good rest. Hey, Duke Cyrus, thank you for tuning in. Did you catch the end? Yeah, no, we're pretty much at the very end. I'm just kind of like, you know, saying thanks to everybody again, because we got some support today. We got 2 gifted memberships. We got $50 donation through Victor and Disordered with the gifted memberships, and we're mostly done. I'm just gonna create one more save file, and that'll be the stream. Because yeah, if I'm gonna keep going, it would take like another... At the rate that we're going creating the save files, it'd take like another 2 hours. So I don't want to do that right now. Hope you have a good night as well. What's my favorite costume? Good question. I haven't really unlocked costumes yet on PC, so I can't think of what their names are. But I liked some of the denim ones and the black costume, the black suit, which was the Plant Diving Suit second. However, now that's kind of been supplanted by the Taki outfit, which I like even more. And those are like the main ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So let's just go ahead and grab this. Upgrade. Bam. And now we're good. I'll watch the cutscene just to get it out of the way. Just so we don't have to watch this next time. Yeah, no, the Taki outfit is badass. It's very badass. I hope that a lot of people actually play Lies of P since it's on PS Plus. I want everybody to play that game. It's so good. I just got one of my boys to play it recently, and he really enjoyed it. You like the pink bear suit? Oh yeah, the bear suit's amazing. That's really funny. The bear suit is hilarious for cutscenes. My fiance's a big fan of that one. She sent me really funny screenshots, like using the bear suit in cutscenes, because like, especially any kind of serious cutscene, when Eve is in her bear costume, it just looks ridiculous. It's so funny. It reminds me of playing Dead Rising, because you can wear funny outfits in Dead Rising, and then it, you know, is in the cutscenes. It'll show up in the cutscenes, and it looks really funny every time. By the way, shout out again to the Yankees who actually won a game today. We broke the 5-game losing streak. That was not a good week to be a Yankees fan. It was quite rough. And you know what's brutal too? Sorry, I'm going to talk about baseball. We had such a good trade deadline. Our trade deadline was one of the best across the league. It was really good. We made all the moves that we needed to make. And then everything blew up in our face immediately. And I was there. And I was there live for that game in Miami. I was there. And I saw the whole collapse. And what's brutal about that too is that I witnessed a similar collapse back in 2023. The last time that Yankees came down to Miami, I witnessed another completely ridiculous walk-off loss in the 9th inning that led to a slide in the season. And that season was pretty bad because we didn't even make the playoffs. I think we should make the wild card because our team is just too good. Compared to 2023, we have too many good players. Even if we're in a bad stretch, like, I have faith we'll make the wild card. So, yeah. Don't leave. Go ahead and make my save file. Alright. Anywho, go Yankees. Did I do my mayonnaise ritual? I do not have a mayonnaise ritual, and I did not do any rituals, no. Yeah, congrats to all the Yankees fans. Don't listen to Agatoki. He's trying to spread. He's on a whole disinformation campaign. I don't have a mayonnaise ritual. I'm actually a huge proponent to hating mayonnaise. I'm a big mayonnaise hater. So that's me. That's kind of like one of my main personality traits is that I don't like mayonnaise. Sorry if you like mayonnaise, but it's not for me. That's not it for me. Japanese text, cool. What am I doing? I'm like sitting down over and over. There's my autosave. That's all I need. I'm going to go back to my save manager, create a save file, import save state, rename it. This is going to be number 22. Leaving for desert. Maybe I'll... I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is actually fly to the desert and then I'll create a save state there. We'll decide next time. It doesn't matter. And that's it. Very cool. Oh, you know, while we're at it, I hate mayonnaise. I hate la mayonesa. I do not like mayonnaise. Don't talk to me about mayonnaise. You know what's really funny? Whenever me and my fiance are at the grocery store and we walk past mayonnaise, she'll like cover my eyes and be like, no, don't look. It's mayonnaise. So I'm going to quickly load up. What was the one I wanted to fix? There was a word. The stream is over. I'm going to reload a save that I wanted to fix earlier. It was... Corruptor is spelled with an E. Okay. Corruptor in StarCraft 2 is spelled with an O. Corruptor in this game is with an E. Anyway. I think it was... Oh, the target practice one. This is the one right here. I'm going to load this one in. And then press continue. So now my save file will be before doing target practice with Lily. So I just replaced it in the game. And now, what I want to do is I want to come back over here. I want to go back to Kaya. And I want to... I want to buy the 2 pumps before I forget. Whoa, my FPS is so freaking rough over here. Damn. Okay, now it's kind of stabilizing. It's back. Shop. I decided on 2, right? Yeah, 2. Just 2. I just want 1 and then 1 backup. That's it. Now, run back. And I'll make the save file again. Just so that there's continuity, because the next save file for the Wasteland, I went back and I bought those 2. This was the only one that I had to fix. That's a shame. What will I say next? That I hate sriracha? Oh no, I like sriracha. Literally, dude, there are very few things I really do not like. One of them is beans. The other one is mayonnaise. That's pretty much it. Those are like the main things I really don't like. I can't stand mayonnaise. If there's beans in my burrito, I will not eat it. So whenever I go anywhere, if I can, I just get no beans. Like when I go to Chipotle, my order has no beans. So yeah, I'm one of those. Okay, there's my save file. Now I want to replace it. Bam. Replace successful. Excellent. And now we're good. That's everything. Go back to the main menu, and now I'll probably just boot up my regular save again. So I'll just go here, load save state, and continue. And it's instantaneous. Loading up saves in this game is very, very smooth. It'll just give me the save I had right back. So it does kind of like, it has to kind of load in because it's not, that's a pretty big jump from where I was in one part of the story to the next. But it does load up instantly. Alright, so we're good. And I believe I already grabbed my damage upgrade. I'll double check just in case. I did grab my damage upgrade. Okay. That's the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. Is there anything on Steam that's worth talking about? I don't think so. But yeah, that was 1.1.0. The previous stream I showed how to downpatch, but don't worry, I'm gonna make a tutorial video showing exactly how to downpatch. Even though I kind of explained it last stream. And yeah. Hey Bobby Flay, thank you for tuning in. Just joined? Yeah, no, sorry, we're ending right now. Although I did notice a comment that you left recently. I believe it's the same Bobby Flay. I would recognize that username. And I do like your username, so thank you for the comments and thank you for tuning into the stream. Yeah, have a good night, everybody. But yeah, thanks again. Love your vids and streams. Thank you so much, guys. Haven't tried Lies of P. Tomorrow you will. Yeah, and I'll give it a shot. I love that game. Love Lies of P. Cannot recommend it enough. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good night. Peace. We'll finish up next time.